Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks everybody for being here tonight. My goodness. Thank you. Yeah, welcome to another late night Sunday culture, Sunday late night culture. I know the names change, but it's basically the same. And we've had another very odd week. Well, at least it's in the books now. Very odd, a whole week after, well, some events that we may not want to mention, but I'm going to mention them anyway. Let's start first with, what's going on with the Secret Service. And you would think that by now, after over a week of investigation, there would actually be some answers, some solid answers, things that would be maybe a little bit more transparent. And I feel like that is the least that we could expect. Well, of course not. The only thing that we know now and for sure is that some dramatic changes were made, at least as far as protective details go. And suddenly they look a little bit more masculine and able-bodied. And it seems like, well, that should have been the norm to begin with. And it also looks like, to my chagrin, that the two leaders of this botched moment in time are under enough pressure that one of them is going to have to go. Tox? There we go. Yep. I can tell you right now, it's definitely not going to be the Cuban man. I think this lady is figuring out that she's not the one that's going to avoid that responsibility. Anyway, it looks like we have another thing that is doing pretty well in the theaters. That's right. Yeah, we've got a good box office going right now, And we all know that tornadoes used to be like something that would surprise us. But, every year, what isn't a surprise is that the performance of new movies that don't have a whole lot to them other than being a movie, it seems to be tied together. And this one is overperforming. So, I mean, who knew that if you kept messaging garbage out of a film, for the most part, it would draw a bigger crowd? I mean, aside from all of us. Now, perhaps Hollywood, at least the people that are there, the blowhards and producers, should learn the right message this time. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Who am I kidding? Speaking of not kidding. Looks like Kyle Gass decided that, he deleted his apology. He doesn't really feel all that bad, and he changes his mind more than Biden. I mean, we haven't seen a reversal this fast since the Acolyte suddenly had OSHA heel turn on Saul. And I guess fall in love? Well, speaking of the Acolyte now, we've got some very strange things going on. Let's talk about some of the best of the week, and that's kind of what I'm here to do. The Acolyte, for sure, is clearly established as the best Star Wars to date. That's right.
What? Really?
Yeah, I mean, if being less popular than a colonoscopy is the best Star Wars can do, I'm probably going to pass. But that seems to be what inspires all these Tumblr kids these days. And of course, we come to the news of the day. Just a few hours ago, speaking of heel turns, in the worst secret kept ever, Biden reveals that he is stepping out of the race. But don't worry, folks, the campaign will continue to serve up a steady diet of word salad as Kamala is all set to assume the mantle of failed candidate. And unless there's some open shenanigans effort this time at the convention, I think she may just succeed. There seem to be some implications there, but we'll get into them next week. Now, I've heard things are pretty rough in Detroit, but apparently things are much worse than I thought. That's right, yes, there will probably be less bruises is not the kind of headline you would normally expect. I mean, you'd think that in Detroit, the ladies would need more things to help them explain bruises away from their nighttime activities. There you go.
Oh my God, the cock.
Hey, what's next? I guess maybe less corrosive water at a water park in Flint, Michigan? Thank you. That was a terrible joke. Anyway, folks, that's it. Another week of pop culture wrapped up. And I'm sure you're very thankful because that was me with bad jokes again. But stick around. We have a fantastic show lined up for you tonight. A changing and growing panel throughout the evening. And probably some actual humor, too. As always, Tox, take it away.
I love it.
CultureCasino has arrived to tell us that Disney stock is down to below $97 a share.
How did you know that? That's exactly why I showed up. I saw that this was going to be your favorite day ever, Mike. I know you're a YouTuber, but you're very involved in Disney stock.
I am absolutely a YouTuber. Thank you for recognizing that, sir. CultureCasino. You sent me nothing, right? Yesterday at 10. Oh, uh-oh. I didn't send the link. I was talking about him and I didn't even send the link. Here I was talking about him at the beginning of the show for not being here, and I just see my DMs, and he says, "You do know that you." Here, I'm going to show this. I'm going to show my DMs. I got to do this before Culture gets here, otherwise he'll laugh at me. Oh shit! Culture, I was talking shit about you earlier.
Oh no.
You're supposed to act like you care.
Okay.
So here it says. So here's yesterday, 8:36 a.m., 10 o'clock. Loki told me to send you this for tomorrow morning. Kisses and hugs. 10:07. 9:30. Do you know you sent me nothing, right? Oops. Okay, this is proof positive I am a YouTuber.
Thank you. Thanks again, folks. Thank you. Yeah, see something funny, and it definitely wasn't me. We have a lot of you here in the audience, and I just want to acknowledge you real quick before we get to talking about this, because we had some wonderful gifted memberships prior to the show. Our good friend Scott Westbrook gifted 5 Culture Casino memberships. Thank you for that, Scott, and I appreciate that you got me started off right, and you'll be listening tomorrow on your way into work. Just be safe, because I don't want you to not think something's funny and get in an accident. Ruby Hoove gifted a Culture Casino membership. Thank you so very much for your generosity. I do appreciate that. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to remind you all, this show is supported by you. All of my shows are supported by you. My entire channel is supported by you. I don't have anything outside of this other than beachpunk.us. But what I do have is you. Notice how I'm saying you an awful lot. I do have you, and because of that, I will be sure to take regular breaks and do the lovely thing called acknowledging and reading Super Chat. So if you have something to say, you want to add to the context of the show, you certainly can. That way, gifted memberships are wonderful, but all of you are wonderful, and I want to give you a good show, which starts with probably the only serious thing that we're going to talk about at all, but probably one that I'm sure you are not surprised by, especially after the events of the last week. Biden's decision surprises no one but the press. That's the headline we're going with, and there's a very good reason for that. So I'm going to bring on the panel that we're starting with tonight to talk about it. Let's get to it. We have Toxic Man Flu and our good friend Jason from Sci-Fi for Me TV. How are you guys doing?
Howdy.
Good
Doing
to
well.
see you.
Doing well. What a day.
Yeah, wow. If I could say I was surprised, I'd be lying. The media, though, is pretending to be surprised.
They're shocked.
They're
Shocked, I tell you. Shocked.
I honestly don't know how, because this has been telegraphed forever. I mean, if you believe anything John McAfee said before he passed away. Not to jump too far into a conspiracy theory, but it's very strange, and I've seen some articles recently written that there's no way that the person he endorses could actually be president for some reason of...
Why's that?
Some reason of birth. Because
that didn't stop... Oh, I can't say that.
You can't say that.
Okay.
But it's like, if you are interested in looking into that, you certainly can. I'm just going to sit back and wait until the press discovers this, so they might report on it. I don't know. Do you think they'll report on that, Jason?
No, but even if they do or if they don't, it doesn't matter, because she's transitory. I have a theory
that she's not it either.
I have a theory. I don't think she's it. She's it for now because she has access to the money.
Well, I don't know that that's true.
Well, as I understand it, because her name is on the ticket already, the campaign, the all of the campaign war chest, she's got access to. I could have that wrong. If that's the case, all they need is for her to be the nominee long enough to get access to the money, and then whoever is their real pick is going to be running on the vice president slot, and then knee pads will assume room temperature, and the real candidate will come in.
Yeah, I'm not going to assume that. What I will assume, and I don't want to say anything like that because
assume the knee pads.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Okay,
want to. I wouldn't want to presume anything, and I wouldn't want to wish anything. I want everybody to remain healthy for a very long time. But I want to get to the article itself, and I think you gentlemen probably can help me with this one. If you take a close look at this and realize that, well, it's one of those magical things. Kamala Harris says
Wait a second. Are you referring to a certain movie that came out this year?
I don't know, maybe. But anyway, Kamala Harris says she intends to earn and win this nomination following Joe Biden's exit from the race. Now, he's not actually exiting the presidency. I want to make that very clear with everybody. He is going to remain president through the rest of his term. And a lot of that is a wonderful function that allows him to pardon people, which I fully expect. I'm not going to speculate on who that is or when or any of that, but I expect just a giant list of pardons to go through at the very last moment that will cause all kinds of
I wonder if
chaos.
He'll pardon Bo from death.
Okay, you can't make those jokes, Tox. You just can't. You just can't. You just can't. It's okay. So, Vice President Kamala Harris praised Joe Biden following his decision to withdraw from the 2024 presidential race, calling it a selfless and patriotic act. Well, if that was the case, he would have done it a very long time ago because he's been in decline for a long period of time, in my estimation. But President Biden is doing what he's done throughout his life of service, putting the American people and our country above everything else. Okay. I call bologna sausage on that.
Yeah.
So here's the statement below. On behalf of the American people, I thank Joe Biden for his extraordinary leadership as President of the United States and for his decades of service to our country. His remarkable legacy of accomplishment is unmatched in modern American history, surpassing the legacy of many presidents who have earned 2 terms in office. In what way? What did he do other than undo the things that were turning the country around and making us stronger? Regardless. With his selfish and patriotic act, I already read that. I am honored to have the president's endorsement, and my intention is to earn and win this nomination. Okay. Over the past year, I have traveled across the country talking to Americans about the clear choice in this momentous election. And this is what I will continue to do in the days and weeks ahead. You've never been properly vetted. You were completely disarmed and destroyed in your one debate in which, a famous person that should probably have been the vice president just made you look silly. Anyway, I will do everything in my power to unite the party and unite our nation and to defeat the other guy and the lie, this Project 25 agenda that we cooked up in a back room somewhere. Because it's all them. 107 days from now, this will all be over. Sort of. Anyway, gentlemen, you have any way to react to that and those comments?
Are we watching what we say on certain things then?
Of course we are.
Okay. I'm just making sure I don't speak out of turn here.
Okay.
I agree with you. I think this is BS. I think this is an orchestrated plan. My thing is I don't think she's going to be the candidate for very long, but she doesn't have a very strong track record of successful performance anyway, except in ways that don't really speak to her political skill. I do know that when she was Attorney General of California, I was told from people who had been there when she was there that everybody hated her. Nobody likes to work with her. She's arrogant, self-absorbed, self-involved.
You're kidding me.
Can't do anything wrong, that kind of thing, and treated everybody like servants. I mean, everybody was beneath her.
Wow.
Which is interesting considering her pedigree. But the thing is that nobody wanted to work with her. And the fact that, she goes through the primary in the 2016 and she gets what, 1%? If that, less than 1% of the vote, the first primary. I mean, she was the first one to drop out, right? Nobody wanted her.
Right.
And she's she's there on the DEI ticket, and that's what she'd be now.
Well, and again, I mean, I'll just say this, Jason. I mean, we're looking at a situation where Tulsi just destroyed her. Actually, Tulsi destroyed everybody. What is still surprising to me is that Tulsi wasn't the vice president. In fact, it might even be surprising to me that Tulsi wasn't the president. I think she was a far better candidate than anybody else that had even run up there. And I think that, as they said recently, they kind of pushed for, one particular candidate to get to the top so he could be there to do, the bidding of others. And I kind of think that's, the perspective that I think is reasonable to take. But what's not reasonable to take, in my opinion, is that the news media was surprised by this. I don't think I've seen anything more disingenuous.
They were shocked, I tell you.
Yeah.
Because the Biden decision surprised most TV news networks. Hey, audience folks, were you surprised? Were you surprised? I wasn't surprised.
I think I don't know that I was surprised so much. It was one of those things that it felt inevitable, except we kept hearing, we started hearing chatter that he was digging his heels in, and he was getting really resentful and feeling pretty much like everybody had betrayed him and stabbed him in the back. I mean, his predecessor, who was going to keep the waters from rising, Mr. Big Ears, he apparently is Brutus, and it's this sense of betrayal that had him digging his heels in, according to some stories. And of course, Jill wanting to hang on to her influence and power and notoriety and all of that. I think the timing of it is more suspicious than it is a surprise for me. I think it was maybe inevitable, but I figured it would happen closer to the convention if it was going to happen.
Well, and I think that would have made it easier for them to do a brokered convention, which I think is ultimately kind of the direction they wanted to go. But let's get into what they're trying to say here at Variety, which again is another disingenuous presentation, the likes of which you should expect from the mainstream media.
I can actually believe that Variety didn't know about this.
Okay.
Because Variety is just Chat GPT now.
Sometimes, yeah. Well, anyway, Variety says many of them knew it was coming, but not exactly when. No, we all knew it was coming. We were told the decision was being made this weekend, and we would find out sometime before Monday, which we did. So,
did you see the Elon Musk tweet where he said he was given the date and time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So the nation's big TV news outlets appear to have been caught flat-footed. No, they weren't. By the announcement. And with many top anchors not visible on screen in the minutes after that bombshell dropped. Well, of course not. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the only days you want to be on the news in any anchor position is before 5 p.m. West Coast time. In fact, 5 p.m. East Coast time is plenty fine. Plenty fine. If you're done by 5 p.m. Friday, you are not going to be subjected to take out the trash. And the entire weekend is from 5 p.m. on is considered taking out the trash.
So this was the end of the trash.
Yeah. This was the last dump load of trash that made it to the landfill. So broadcast networks fielded faces that were not as familiar, of course. And it took a long time to get other people available on screen, about 45 minutes. So you end up with a lot of news being led by people who have better things to do and just get called in when they need to talk about something. So when everything was posted officially via social media, it was 1:46 p.m. So that intern probably is looking at having another job here real soon. They need to be looking for it now. But on CNN, viewers watched as Alex Marquardt, I don't care, the network's chief national security correspondent, anchored coverage, but Wolf Blitzer, Anderson Cooper, and Jack Tapper, all three of them are complete scumbags, who often handle these duties in moments of national import, were not on screen. But Blitzer took over anchor duties at about 3 p.m., so it took him an hour and 15 minutes to get prepped for his close-up. Brett Baer took a while to get there, as did Jen Psaki from PMS NBC. Jen Psaki, the number one liar in chief for many, many years. And then they brought in a worse liar who's transparent, and everybody knows she's lying all the time. I bet you she gets replaced very quickly. Anyway, it took them forever to get into place, not knowing exactly what time this was going to happen, but knowing for sure that it was going to happen. PMS NBC had planned to convene the evil trifecta of Maddow, Psaki, Joy Reid, and adding in Nicole Wallace at 7 p.m., followed by Stephanie Rule. Nobody watches any of this stuff, and nobody knows how to say a lot of these
Does
names.
Maddow even have a following anymore?
No.
Oh.
No.
That's actually a very secret martial art, ancient Chinese secret martial art, Psaki.
So, in looking at all of this, I'm just going to say,
laundry, make sandwiches.
None of this works, right? And again, this is the most serious thing we're going to talk about tonight. And if somebody has something funny to say about it, please do so, because
I thought I was saying something funny.
Oh, okay.
Was it not?
Psaki.
Psaki. Okay.
It's an ancient art form of martial arts that does the dishes and does the laundry and makes sandwiches.
I don't know, but I do know this, that I'm less than thrilled with what's transpired.
We knew this was going to happen, right?
Yeah.
We knew this was going to happen.
Yep.
And you just kind of knew when. They needed to cut the momentum.
Right.
So there's two things that are the opposite ends of this that I can believe here. There's all kinds of stuff that I can believe after what I've seen over the last 10 years. Either everyone in the White House and in the news media is so hooked on the dopamine hits that come with all the social media and TikToks and everything that we're doing, and the dopamine hits of the 30-second clip. They immediately had to roll over to something else and decided he needed to get out. Let's do this. Let's push. Or this was the plan all along as the backup plan. So they're at the backup plans and all that. And I think they had to do this early enough to be able to do backup plan D, right?
Yeah, because if they tried to pull the brokered convention right now, after all of the events...
that's like plan DE. Yeah. Because I don't know how many plans went before this one, right? Yeah. So if that's plan D or E, then they're needing to make sure they have enough time for plan F, plan G, because they've got tons of stuff. None of them want Donald Trump in the White House. And by them, I mean the administrative state.
Right.
Because he's vowed to take it down.
This would be plan DEI.
Yes.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Something funny.
Well, and
the other option. I'm sorry. The other option that I was thinking is when they announced that he had the cough. I figured, okay, this is the one. He goes away for the weekend and assumes room temperature, and so sad.
Let's stay away from room temperature commentary, please.
Well, I'm trying to be as diplomatic as possible. That would give them the martyr. See, I thought they were going to do that in 2020, but then Ruth Bader Ginsburg took the place, and then they were stuck with Joe. And I think that would have been the other option. If they couldn't get him to step down, that would have been the next step, I think. Yeah,
I don't know about any of that. What I do know is this. if you look at it purely from the political thing, and you remove some of the administrative state things from it, this was the last possible chance to talk him out of the run, because I think he was determined, and his family was determined he was going to run again. Yeah. And that would have been kind of disastrous for the party as a whole. Now, if you want to speak about martyrs in political terms, not in actual life lost, right. Kamala's perfect.
Yeah, these are political terms that we're using here. We're not talking about anybody and all that other stuff from there. And the joke I made was about Biden being so gone that he thinks he can pardon back people from the grave. That's it. That's what that was about. So,
well, to be clear, I'm not advocating for any of that.
No, we don't want any of that
to come to harm.
Right.
Yeah, that I have said for years that I feel there's part of me that feels sorry for Joe because of the elder abuse that he's been going through.
Yeah, we've been saying that for a while.
That should have ended a long time ago.
Yeah, well, I think there's a little bit of puppeteering and stuff that goes behind that. I mean, we don't know. I'm not privy to those conversations. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
But
all we're talking about is purely speculative. But from the political side of the equation, again, in order for it to work, to put at least an effort into having a candidate and replacing them with what the preferred candidate would be at a brokered convention, is to do it now. And whether or not they're capable of moving money from one place to another is an entirely other thing. And whether or not, Kamala can actually run for the office that she's trying to, that's an entirely other discussion as well. But there's a lot of this stuff, and hopefully it's not Newsom or any of these other people who are purely evil, because then we're in big trouble. As it is currently, the administration has done a lot of things that we knew were unconstitutional and just continue to do it anyway. Then when the Supreme Court told them you can't do this, they did it anyway. So we have an executive branch that isn't following the law, and you still have an administrative state that now still isn't following the law. The EPA was told to stop it, quit it by the Supreme Court, and they're still going about not stopping it or quitting it.
Yeah, doing fines.
Somebody has to stand up for the right thing, and currently it's nobody in any administration or any of the administrative state departments. So we need to fix it. We need to.
This isn't the first time in American history that a president has not liked the Supreme Court ruling and ignored it.
True.
The forced march of the American Indian tribes out of Georgia in 1845, around in that area, moving them out to the Oklahoma reservations, was because there was a gold rush in Georgia at that time.
Right.
Out there. Well, the Supreme Court ruled you can't do that, and they sent the army down there and did it anyway. Yeah. From there. So you have to have I think the DOJ, having the DOJ and having the military under the same branch is a little difficult.
I think all of it is a huge problem. So, on that note, I gentlemen, wrap it up. What do you think we're looking at by the time we get to the convention time?
Jason, you want to go first?
They
may try to sneak Hillary in.
Yeah, that would be the worst decision they've ever made. She's become even less popular in
the
course of the last
they're just on a string of them right now. I mean, have they made a good decision yet?
Well, what's really funny is Aaron Sorkin, the great writer that he is, kind of tried to push the communist from Utah, Mitt Romney, as a Democrat now, which we already knew he was.
Back in December, Vivek was doing his thing, and there's a video that's been going around, and I think he reposted it over on Twixer, basically saying that this kind of scenario was going to play out. He made this prediction that this was going to happen. And then he said that the Democrats would actually pick somebody. Their pick would be somebody from the Republican Party who jumps the aisle and switches over. And the only two that I could think of would be Mitt and Nikki.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not outside the realm of possibility they do that. Their strongest candidate would be Bobby Jr.
Right.
And they're not doing
They're not
that.
going to do that.
Well, they won't touch him. He's too dangerous. Real quickly, folks, I just want to say thank you all for being here. We are going to be wrapping this up pretty quick as far as the segment goes. I want to say thank you to Death Angel's Shadow, 15-month membership, asking a question, and this is a question I wanted to ask now. It's why I interrupted. Should the former president, the orange man who's bad, debate whoever the candidate would be? I don't think he has to. I don't think there's time. And nobody, no matter what, the whoever they pick, if it's not Kamala, they haven't been properly vetted, not only by the electorate, but by the American people. That's a real problem.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that they have anybody out there. I think it's just gotten to the point that
they may have to take the L this time around.
They may have to. I mean, it could be that he is very ill. And there's a lot of rhetoric going around, a lot of stuff, a lot of assumptions going from there. He's 81.
Yeah.
All right. It could be that he is very ill. And continuing to go and move on could be some level of cruelty.
Yeah.
To do that. So it could very well be that. And they're saying, okay, you're just not going to run again. I mean, he would be, 86 by the time it was over. I mean, it just... they need to get somebody younger in there. Whereas Trump had a VP pick with Vance and then Ramaswamy.
Yeah.
There's a younger generation coming up.
Yeah, we have a whole two younger generations coming up.
Yeah,
I
coming
think.
up from there. Tulsi Gabbard seems to be that kind of middle of the road person.
She is.
Right?
Yeah, she is an RFK
She has
type.
some... Yes, she has... With she and RFK... I have a lot of problems with both of them.
Yes, but they would have been a good ticket, and the Democrats could have got behind them because they
could have.
They were a little middle, and
but that's not serving the machine. So I think that's really you got to look at who's going to serve the machine.
It's not serving up globalism. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's something that we were talking about. I was talking to a colleague of mine from Reno the other day, and I think I mentioned this over on Comix Division's channel. The Republicans have a deeper bench than the Democrats do at this time.
Oh yeah, no, and they're all made up of young tech billionaires.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that's what's happening right now,
and honestly,
they're all quite populist, Jason.
Yeah, and I could see Tulsi in the cabinet. I mean, my first thought is put her in charge of Secret Service.
Yeah, she would be awesome.
She'd be very good at that.
Yeah. And it would be, look, the minute you start handing out gigs to people on the other side of the aisle, you're uniting things. Right? But you have to do it to the people who are not compromised.
Right.
Tulsi is not compromised. So there are very few people that are not compromised that have things to do with government. She's one of them. And she's also somebody who might want to get into what's going on in Hawaii. She might be very interested in that. So
and I think the Don has learned a few lessons since the last time he was in office.
Yeah, I think he learned that anybody within the machine is still the machine, and they still are trying to turn everything into globalist garbage. So, and let me tell you, the countries around the world that are getting out of that are having extreme success. But we want to get on to another subject that has extreme success because we're going to take a look and see. Doesn't look like we're going to take a break. So, Tox, any final words on this?
You want to take a commercial or no?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Neighbors bothering you with their loud music?
You know what's in there?
Your boss or coworker harassing you?
Wait, what? Who said that?
Maybe you have a roommate who cries in their sleep. Bully Mays here with a solution that proves every problem has a mortality rate. Introducing Shank Crate, your all-in-one monthly subscription box that can take care of those in-your-face issues. Each box contains new and unique materials for you to build your very own custom shank.
Oh my gosh.
And for your protection, the contents of each box are totally secret until you receive it. And not only does it create solutions, it also serves as a creative outlet, like an adult form of Lego.
Oh, yeah. Right? That is a literal knife's edge.
Maybe you, like some of our other customers, have questions.
Can I bring it to school?
Who's ever heard of a pencil not being allowed at school?
Can you store it in a pocket?
Absolutely.
What if you don't, have any pockets?
Your discretion. Whether you're conscientious about the earth or just not opposed to being a good steward of the environment, each Shank crate and its contents are made of 100% recycled materials to make sure we're environmentally friendly. And if you order now, we'll be extra sensitive to the environment and keep all the original fingerprints on the items for your convenience. All for the low cost of $19.99 a month. Call 626-831-9333 to get your Shank crates today. If you call now and secure your monthly subscription for only $19.99, you'll get your very own alibi insurance for those slightly stickier situations. But wait again, there's even more. To be inclusive, culturally respectful, and as patriotic as possible, each monthly box is themed after a unique prison in the US of A. So call 626-831-9333 now to get your very own unique, patriotic, and environmentally friendly Shank crate with your own personal alibi insurance.
Hey, thanks again, folks. We really appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Share the stream out. It'll help a lot. And I think a lot of people are going to be interested in this next subject. We are veering away from anything controversial, except that we're going to talk about movies, which will be somewhat controversial, but at least the first one won't, which is Twisters. Now, as you see down below here, agenda-free movies make money. Who knew? Well, I think we all knew. I mean, Twister's box office is bigger than expected, overperforming, even beyond the initial projections. Now, the initial projections were reasonable, somewhere in the ballpark of where we are now, but then they started to lower them by like $10 million or more, and we ended up with back where they expected them to be, only actually just a little bit higher. We're also going to talk a little Deadpool, and with that all being said, I want to jump into that right now. Looks like VR sent a raid over. Welcome, VR folks. We appreciate you.
VR, thank you very much.
While you guys are here, for however long you're here.
Rob.
Yeah.
Cynthia, there's Stitch.
Yeah.
Yes. Argenta. Larry. I haven't seen Larry in a while. How you doing?
Larry. The name's so nice. You say it twice, Larry. But do me a favor and hit the like button for how long or briefly you were here. It will help. Lots of things help. But we're going to jump right into the story. Tox, I think I'm ready to get going on Twisters. Have you guys seen the film? I'm curious. Have you seen the movie yet?
Have not yet.
No,
Okay.
but Mrs. Flu wants to go, as she wasn't here this weekend, so we will be going together.
Yep.
Being from that Twister, the original is one of her favorite movies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the part of the country you're in, and a lot of people are in right now, frankly.
Well, yeah,
those
but I mean,
things happen.
When Twister came out, and I'm from Oklahoma, and we went and saw it. We're all sitting, and everyone is here is like, that doesn't work like that. No, and all that stuff. And what I hear is they're much more realistic.
Yeah, they still
in
put a
this
cow
one.
in it. They still put a cow in it.
Well, I mean, at the end where they hide inside of the
the shed?
The shed with all the sharp objects, there wouldn't be anything left of them. They'd been torn up. But that's okay. It's a movie, and you can suspend movie for that. But I do want to mention, when you were talking about this, you said this movie was bigger than expected and overperformed. And I hear Culture Boss say that about you all the time. So I just want to say, way to go in being that culture. Being that
That's
way.
right. Well, hey, I bigger than you would expect. Speaking of which, Twisters powers to a seismic $80 million. Again, these predictions had been deflated. So it has an Oppenheimer-like opening. Well, I hope it does as well as Oppenheimer. I don't know about you gentlemen, but this is coming from Antony over there at Deadline. He does a good job with domestic numbers. Universal has called the domestic opening of the Lee Isaac Chung directed Twisters at $80.5 million. And that's 60% ahead of the 50+ million that tracking was spotting. Well, not if you look back a few weeks. So there's that. And of course, we have the rebounding post-strike summer box office continues. Well, no, it only recently re-began. This is the big lie here. And if you've noticed, the films that are performing well, and Jason, correct me if I'm wrong, have little agenda at all.
No, I think you're absolutely right. And the director here, Chung, even came out and said, because they were talking about, this being a weather event type of film, the expectation is there's going to be like Drinker says, the message.
That's right.
And he says, no, this is a movie that's supposed to entertain. We're not putting a message in here. There's not anything about climate change in there or anything. And he's like, I'm not going to tick off half my potential audience. What are you, crazy? So yeah, I think you're right. I think this is going to do similar to Top Gun Maverick. It's a sequel that nobody expected. It's a sequel that nobody was asking for.
Right.
And it kind of came out of nowhere, and everybody went, "Wait, what? They're doing what?"
Yeah.
And then it's going to overperform. It's going to do big bucks.
Yeah.
Assuming they don't pull it from the theaters, then it'll have legs, and it'll be another $1 billion baby.
Well, I think you're right.
The first live action $1 billion for the season.
Isn't that crazy? Because there's a decent expectation that you're going to have 2 animated $1 billion films. You'll have this, and then of course a film we're going to talk about in a moment, which is the Deadpool film. But let's do this. Let's acknowledge that in the chat, our good friend and the producer of the show, Toxic Man Flu, gifted 10 Culture Casino memberships. Look at all those beautiful people getting those memberships. That's right. All names green, as Jillian N would say. And as Carlos Alfredo Lopez points out, if you have access to the emojis, gifty. That's right, 5 gifties. And
I do want to say something. Josh Hammond is making dad jokes in the chat.
Yeah.
Josh, nobody needs that. Nobody needs that.
I like dad jokes.
Nobody, Josh.
I like that.
Don't keep making them. They're not funny. Don't keep doing it. It's not funny.
Official Dregs is here. Oh, and Tornado says Twisters rock. Yes, they do. Yeah, and like I said, I've heard very good things about the film.
Well, that's good.
It's definitely making what's his name a household name.
Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell. I mean,
what else? He was in Maverick.
He was in Maverick. He's also been in a rom-com with super hot chick Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney. That's right. That's one I remember from.
Yeah.
Is anything else that he was going to be in?
Yeah.
He's Stitch coming in hot.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of stuff going on.
He was in a what was it, a World War II thing with
was he in that was it the Korean War one with the airplanes and the guy that crashed?
Kang actor.
Really?
Yeah, they were pilots. I want to say it was World War II. I can't remember the name of the movie though, but it got good reviews, but it didn't do anything. I think it was on streaming.
Huh.
Crap, what was his name? What's his name? Who played Kang?
Jonathan Majors?
Jonathan Majors. Yeah, Jonathan Majors and Glenn Powell.
Huh.
I think it was based on a true story.
Huh.
Crap, I can't remember the name of the movie.
All right.
Devotion.
Is that the airplane one?
Devotion. Thank you,
Devotion.
Liam
sorry.
McNeil.
Yeah.
Liam McNeil.
Yeah.
Good job. I want to acknowledge TZ Burton in the chat for 5 Culture Casino cash.
Midway, the greatest movie of all time. I'm talking about the 1971s. Yes. Sorry, go ahead.
TZ Burton for 5 Culture Casino cash over on Grumble, giving us a Grumble grant. He says, "Hey Culture, did you join ZZ Top? You are one sharp-dressed man. Thank you.
Ooh,
thank you.
Yeah, there we go.
This is the cheesiest coat I could find. So thank you for that. Speaking of which,
oops, sorry.
Oh, hey, somebody's here.
No, there's nobody there. Nobody there. Sorry.
All of a sudden, I felt
I'm
like
so good at that I pressed the wrong button. All the dogs in the chat have just freaked out. Sorry about that.
Well, and my Pavlovian response kicked in. I was going to introduce a new guest. Anyway. Oh, speaking of introducing a new guest. See, you lied. It was perfect.
There he is.
Hey, Comix.
Look at that.
What's up, guys?
Hey. We're talking about Twisters. We're going to talk about a couple more movies, but right now I'm talking about Rod Thunderheart for a Canadian 5 Culture Casino cash, saying, "Hail, Culture Casino." Not going to mention or get political. I just wanted to say I'm tired of living in interesting times. Yes, I could use a break too.
Yeah, really tell me about it.
Right. I tell you, we've had an interesting times what, 10 days now? It's been bonkers.
Yeah, I know. It was funny. I was out at the ranch today, and how I found out about Biden stepping down was a courting video of all things.
Well, so you don't pay attention to any of my text messages?
Dude, I'm fucking working on stuff.
Literally within 20 seconds of that being announced, I messaged both of you.
Dude, you guys like fucking bombard me with text all day long. I'm sorry, I didn't actually see that one. I read the others, but not that.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
I did kind of send like 12, 13 of them in a row.
Yeah, I mean, legit. I mean, you were blowing up my fucking phone today. I was just like, what the fuck?
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm doing that to make you feel better.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
What?
Okay, anyway, I just want to say we have more gifties. Okay,
guys. Gift memberships are flying.
Yeah, because Stitch hit us with 10 Culture Casino memberships. 10! My friends, if you are not green already, you will be soon. Stitch is trying to put everybody on the moon. And, wow, we've got more. Oh,
you got more.
Yeah,
Jillian.
Ruby Hoove is all about the dad jokes, just so you know. And One Punch Man Tolkien fan, anyone but you. That was the rom-com that had Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney. You guys are on fire. All right, we got to get one more amazingness. Well, of course, this is also amazing for $2 to Culture Cash, making you holler. What are you hearing about Beetlejuice? Woke Free, I have heard nothing of politics in that film. Jason?
I haven't heard anything about it.
Yep. Yeah, we have not heard.
Wasn't there a picture or something that was coming out that was being shared? I don't know. I don't trust those pictures anymore.
No.
Since a lot of them have been stunt doubles. Yeah, and AI stuff.
Yeah. But I do want to say...
All right, does anyone else... Pull that back up. Sorry.
Oh, which one?
Death Angel Shadows.
Oh, okay.
Angels. Yeah, I, for the longest time, thought that his name was Detangled Shadows. Because
Detangled?
I can't read.
Well,
so there you go.
And you say I'm retarded. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say neither can comics, so it is what it is.
Well, yet he's blind in one eye. I'm not.
Well, it's Simple Comics.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah. That's right. And our favorite Canadian, okay, not favorite, but one of our...
Well, he's Canadian.
Okay, that's true. He says, Comics is slumming it tonight. He is.
Indeed, I am.
Oh, Tom F. says, my dogs say F you, Tox.
Oh yeah, sorry, Tom. So in the applause side that I have for this stream deck, there's applause 2 and doorbell ring 1 are right next to each other. Press the wrong button. So I'm
Fair
sorry.
enough. But speaking of gifties, the very lovely and amazing and generous Jillian N gifts 10 Culture Casino memberships. There's my producer. Look
That's
at all
real
the
money.
names.
Thank you. Oh yeah. I press buttons.
All names green. Gifty. You guys are great.
Somebody was making fun of us for texting. I did highlight that. So
what's wrong with texting?
They said, who texts in 2024? Old people do. That's who
okay. Well,
texts.
I DM people as well.
Yeah, you DM me on X. You DM me on Slack. You DM me on.
Okay, so if the kids aren't texting anymore, what exactly are they doing now?
I don't know. WhatsApping, fapping. I don't know.
Okay.
What's fap? Only fap?
I don't know.
Oh, look, here we go. I text. Okay. Whatever you had up, I just smashed all over it.
Thank you. That's right.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and you know what? Inebriated Plutarch, I want Beetlejuice to be good as well. And if it is, I will sing its praises from the mountaintop. I will advocate vigorously for people to see it.
Well, you both liked Fall Guy.
Yeah, I thought Fall Guy
was
was
still a fun movie, man. You get that on, rent that or wait till it comes out on one of the streamings. But yeah,
well, I mean, the funny thing about it is, speaking of movies, I know you're talking about this, but Twisters is apparently the access media is getting salty with it because it's apolitical and doesn't have a message.
Yeah, which is another reason to buy it. And this is the thing that we need to learn. When you hear somebody like me, Comics, or Gary, or Critical Drinker, or somebody say, this movie is good, there is no messaging in it, or if there is, it's buried so low that nobody's going to catch it, go see the movie. Give them money. Because it will basically put both middle fingers up at Hollywood and say, this is what we want, dummies. Please.
Well, I mean, it's doing very well. It's It's over 80 million at this point domestically.
We just talked about it. It's right here. 80.5 million in 1 week, one weekend, actually. And Universal's got to be thrilled about that, let me tell you. They've got two. The top two movies are Universal right now, guys. Go ahead.
So we had an invitation to a press screener on Tuesday. We didn't go because Mindy hadn't seen the first one yet.
What?
And I know. I'm still educating her, catching up on things. And we finally we watched it over the weekend. And one of the things that struck me on watching the credits, produced by Kathleen Kennedy and other people listed in there, I had forgotten that Jan de Bont had directed that first one.
Yep.
But I got to thinking, she's listed as a producer. I wonder just how much she's actually produced any of the films that she's got her name attached to.
Well, I'm sure she produced a lot of coffee.
She produced Coffee, and her husband. Her husband, you guys remember, her husband was one of those like super influential dudes in Hollywood.
Yeah, but he's not on Twister.
He doesn't have to be. He just got her jobs to get the director and the writers coffee. Honestly, speaking of things that are great, Ruby Hoop is great for gifting a Culture Casino membership. Thank you so much for that. Amazing. And we have so many more people. Sammy says, I'm still not green. I guess Apple doesn't accept it. No, you just have to make sure you got it turned on, that you can get the greens. Get the greens. You got to get the greens.
Greens?
Yeah, speaking of getting the greens, Jay. Oh, thank you. Jay gifted a Culture Casino membership. The only letter of the alphabet you need to know, the letter J. I agree with that.
Have any of you seen Paige Sporanic hit the greens?
What is the greens?
But I saw the former president hitting the greens just a day or so after he encountered a projectile.
Yeah, and he predicted that we would be where we're at right now, didn't he?
Did you see the hole-in-one he had? He had a hole-in-one last week, and then he sank that long putt. That was funny.
I had a good
first
joke.
Of all, official.
I had a good joke.
Official Dregs is inviting us all to a barbecue cookout at his house on the 28th.
Okay.
I want to say that. And then TZ Burton over on the Rumble side says we need to make a keyboard for kids for comics. So just saying, TZ Burton nailing it again.
Okay.
Nailing it again.
Ooh, all right. Well, I got some more super.
With friends like you, who needs
anemones? I know TZ Burton. Yeah.
No, I thought you were going to say anemones comics.
That was the joke because I didn't.
Did we all step on your goat?
Yeah, but we made a better joke. So anyway,
no, I wasn't planning on saying enemies. That was the whole joke.
Okay, good. Rob Thunderheart for a Canadian 20 Culture Cash says, "Hail, just wanted to plug See Through Love." That's right. Check out his book, See Through Love. A Spanish teacher who can become invisible when angry, but when aroused, it happens uncontrollably. Is shocked to discover the new gym teacher can see her when invisible. Find on Friesen Press. Yes, go find that on Friesen Press. Thank you, Rod Thunderheart. Yeah,
it's very nice.
Aurora,
that sounds like, actually, that's a good premise. That sounds like an original premise because I haven't heard anything like that before.
Oh yeah, no, you're gonna have to check it out. Dude's writing a series. Aurora Uplinks, thanks for being here. You are awesome. I was gonna say you're awesome. Breathtaking. You guys, if you want that response, you have to say breathtaking, so I can say you're breathtaking.
You're breathtaking, Culture.
Breathtaking. Okay. Liberty.
Breathe near you.
Liberty. Okay. There was a George.
Why are we all whispering?
There was a George Floyd joke there, and I didn't do it. So.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about George Floyd.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Liberty Hall's cat for 2 Culture Casino cash or $1.99 says wife hates dad jokes, so I have to push that button. I know what that is. I get
nice.
in trouble a lot. By the way, everybody, you can actually put a thumbs up on Super Chats. And what's magical is I can do this. I can hit a heart on Super Chats. And if they're Grumble Grants, I can just say thank you. You're awesome. I like Grumble Grants. Grumble Grants are same as money.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, That's your Biden moment. Anyway.
No, actually, what happened was that I was going to play that when I told you that I can't breathe. I was going to because of that, and then I pressed the button, and it just now happened.
That didn't work. Jillian N for 5 Culture Casino cash. Thank you, dear. See, she does 10 memberships, then she drops $5. This is amazing. And she says, all names green. Back to being Lady Lurks a lot. I have to get up early tomorrow. Love and sensational Sunday evening to all Culturians. Dad jokes rock. That's right, Jillian N. I can't wait to see you tomorrow morning. Y'all are amazing. Hey, Liam. Liam says, Congo. That's right. That's right. We were talking about him.
It's the greatest movie of all time.
We're talking about him. Look at all these amazing beings. All right. Well, we're going to get back to more movie talk because we need to. Tox, if you want to make things happen with the only way that you know how.
You know what? Is that a cue for commercial?
No.
Or are you? Oh, okay.
No, I will say, hey, we should go to commercial. What we should go to is the next story, which is about grown men sobbing during Deadpool and Wolverine camera test because Hugh Jackman showed up in his yellow suit.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the interview that they did where he talked about this, Hugh Jackman?
No.
Okay, so they were doing an interview with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
Sam,
I did see that. Yeah.
You saw that, the producer of the show.
Andy.
And Hugh Jackman goes, I did it, and I thought it was going to be a yellow suit when I first went out there, and it was all black leather, and in the 2000, when all that came out. And Ryan Reynolds was like, well, it was all black leather. And he says, yeah. And he's done Wolverine all these years, and he goes, and then I put this yellow suit on. It was so amazing. It looks so good. It looks so right. And I'm like, everybody watching this now that really knows what's going on is just like, duh, right? The yellow suit played. It took him 24 years to do it. And it just, so he was just so shocked. You could tell his acting ability there because, no, he wasn't shocked about that and how good he looked in that. He'd seen it. He knows what's going on. So,
well, I mean, there's a lot of great. One of the things I've learned about Ryan Reynolds, I think we all have, is that he knows how to promote things. He knows how to sell things. He knows how to get viral. That guy gets viral all the time. Usually it has to involve.
Does he get viral?
He gets really viral.
Virus.
But in this, I think he's helping Jackman realize that he has enough persona he can do the same thing. And this look, the suit's amazing. There's no lies told here. But
now they did tease it at the end of one of the solo
the Wolverine.
The Wolverine, yeah, they had it at the very end in the
where
case.
he opens up the case and you see the uniform. It's like, seriously, you tease it. You don't have him fucking wear it. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But I think that's a problem that Marvel's had for a long time, and now that Disney owns it, I think they've shied away from all of the obvious things, which is surprising to me. But I take advantage of this fact. Anyway, real quickly, just a few paragraphs here. Deadpool and Wolverine executive producer Wendy Jacobson told Hey You Guys that adult men were sobbing during Jackman's camera test, which marked the first time the beloved X-Men actor wore Wolverine's iconic yellow and blue superhero suit from the comics. The suit alone has generated a significant buzz. It has. And it's, I think, the first time he's wearing it in the 17-year stint, as they say here. So it was one of the craziest things. It was a camera test. It was before we started shooting. To see both of those guys, first of all, in costume together was just mind-blowing. But Hugh walking out in the yellow and blue, I mean, there were grown men like sobbing on the set. So we knew it was special, a very special thing. Well, yeah. I mean, but... I'm not sobbing seems a little strong. Do you guys really think there was sobbing?
Maybe.
Who knows?
I can buy it because it brings to mind Star Wars Theory's reaction to Luke Skywalker showing up.
You know what? You're 100% right. We'll get right back to supers in just a minute, folks. But I think you might be onto something there. But look, Hugh himself said, as I put on the yellow suit, I couldn't believe I never had before. Ryan Reynolds went on to say, I've never seen a crew reaction like that. We barely talked about the suit in the early development because it was a no-brainer. You don't do this character now.
unless he's in the suit. So there you go. I have to tell you, I'm a huge fan of Wolverine. Putting Wolverine and Deadpool together in a film like this. And the third trailer, did you guys see the last trailer, the final trailer?
Yes, I did. It was very good.
So you think that's the winning point right there? You think that's the moment when they realized that there was something special going on? I mean,
I don't know. I'm not going to give Disney a lot of credit. I mean, they're pretty clueless. I'm pretty sure that a lot of this is being driven by Ryan Reynolds.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to attribute all success to Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, and none of it to Disney.
Is Sean Levy's directing this one? Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, he would be the other one. I think, and this is pure speculation on my part, but I think when this project got greenlit, they probably looked at Kevin Feige and said, "We got this. Y'all don't need to do a thing, Disney. Just let us work, and we'll go do our magic, and we'll deliver you something that's going to be box office gold." Now, I don't think it's going to perform as well as everybody thinks, but I think it's going to do pretty well.
I think it'll do pretty well. I mean, does it break $1 billion? It's anybody's guess at this point, right? We have seen movies break $1 billion this year, so it's a good possibility.
But those are all animated, right?
Yeah, they're all animated so far.
Okay,
so those are family films. Yeah,
yes,
they are. 4-quadrant films always have a better chance in the box office. There's no doubt about that. I think that, and I'm saying this begrudgingly because I still want to stick to my $925 million prediction, but I do think it squeaks over $1 billion. I really do.
You think it squeaks over?
No.
I wrote down, I think, our predictions for that. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I think I said between 825 and 925. If you have that handy, Tox, that'd be great.
Yeah, I got it right here. So, Culture said I was wrong. Oh no, that's not what he said. You said 145 to 150 domestic
opening weekend. You said 500 to 525 domestic and 950 to 975 total. You were close to $1 billion. Yeah. So there's that. But I mean, I wouldn't mind being wrong on this one, especially if it gets us better films in the future. But what I don't want to be wrong on is getting to Super Chat. So let's jump back into them because we owe these wonderful humans a conversation for 5 Culture Casino cash. SFXF 14th Sabertooth Raptor says, new movie idea. Wicked Science Double Trouble. Okay. Mexican Iron Man is a scientist that accidentally turns his girlfriend, Gracie Bond, to be conjoined twins. Wow. And you know what? If you in the audience have never looked up Gracie Bond, you should, just so you have that experience once in your life. I've
never heard of her.
It's unique. It's unique. It's that influencer kind of person.
It's an influencer. Okay.
Yeah, and a person that influences their body.
Remember, she's the chick with the giant ass. We showed her.
She's good. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Wait,
maybe I didn't show her. I looked it up. I was like, wow, okay, that's who that is.
All right.
That's different from the video that Culture keeps trying to play that we tell him not to.
That's my ex-wife?
Yes.
Okay, right.
You guys just don't like
do you want me to
cottage
play the
cheese.
Gary clip for SFX? Is that what you said?
Oh my God.
You want me to play that?
We have more super chats. I want to keep those coming in.
You keep that coming in. I'm sorry.
Less vomiting. Yeah, Mark Daly for 10 Culture Casino cash. Thank
10.
You,
oh, hold on just a second.
Yeah,
we're gonna applaud that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Very nice of you.
That's right. Okay. Watching Twister is too much like work for me. Oh, that's right. You are a claims adjuster. I have to deal with pitch truths all the time. Oh, you can't work for the Secret Service then. I mean, well, actually, if you go work for the Secret Service, you won't be on a pitch truth. Anyway, so I'm gonna quit and join. He is. He's gonna quit and join the Secret Service. So well done.
Let's go.
Safer.
That's right.
It's called reading ahead, Culture.
Oh, I didn't read ahead. I gave away.
Well, I heard Comix applied to be in the Secret Service, so as a shin guard. So.
Oh, well, that'll work. I mean, he's probably as tall as some of those ladies.
I'm sorry. Was that supposed to be a joke?
It was.
It was
Okay, he
it
needs
fell
to try.
short.
Just needs to try a little harder next time.
well,
It fell
Wait,
short.
it fell short?
Yeah,
It fell way short.
It fell as short as Culture Casino.
I'm still taller than you.
And we have
no,
photo
you're not.
evidence of you being at least 2 inches shorter.
No, of me leaning across a 30-inch table, yes. When I'm leaning across a 30-inch table, he might be taller
All
than
I
me.
hear is excuses, Culture.
I hate all of you.
All I hear is you leaning across a 30-inch table with comics still standing up. That's
I'm
all
not-
I hear.
I'm not even thinking about that. No.
Hey, I will play the Gary clip. The Glary clip. I will play the Gary clip.
It's now the Glary clip. Speaking of Glary clips,
I want to die.
I want to say,
Jeez.
I want to say to my friend Vic, who I DM
Hey,
with
Vic.
all the time,
What's up, Vic?
that
By the way, I got your message, dude.
yeah. Oh, dude, he's on top of everything. And he destroyed his credit card apparently. But anyway, he says, been waiting over 20 years to see Wolverine in the comic book accurate yellow suit. So have I.
Yeah, I think literally everybody who loves the X-Men has been waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
And the only reason I think it's not going to do $1 billion is because of Disney backlash. I think there will be a certain segment of people who will sit there and say, "It's Disney. I'm not going."
I don't know. Inside Out 2, man. I mean, that's another Disney property.
but it's
never.
But
it's also a four quadrant, right, Jason?
Yeah, and it's animated, and it's I don't know that the Pixar ones are gonna get as much backlash as the live action stuff, especially Star Wars and Marvel, because of what they've done to those franchises. Inside Out is not. Inside Out doesn't have a 30-year history.
No.
I agree, but there's one thing that Deadpool is associated with. It's Fox, not Disney.
Right.
That's the only saving grace I think that it has. I'm sure people know that it's Fox is owned by Disney now, but that's its only saving grace is its connection to Fox rather than striping Disney product.
Yeah, and I've already seen chatter online because we see the TVA from the Loki series in the
sling ring.
People are like, "Oh nope, I'm out." People check out because of that. No, it's going to be tied into the MCU. I'm not going to do it. So I think there's 50-50.
There's a significant repivot. I'm not pushing back on what you're saying, Jason, but they are significantly pivoting. The MCU.
I think they are.
I think this movie is the beginning of it. But speaking of the beginning of it, we got a few more supers to get to. SFXF 314 Sabertooth Raptor for 5 more. Culture Casino Cash says the sequel to Wicked Science Double Trouble is triple or quad trouble. Hint: the type of conjoined is completely separate torsos but share hip down. Wow, that would be. I didn't really realize that.
Double the pleasure, double the fun.
Wicked Science.
Yeah.
There was a movie called Weird Science.
Yes,
Why
sir.
did we ever get a
I
sequel?
really like that.
Yeah,
Good question.
I don't know, but Eric K is here for 5. Culture Casino Cash says, I've learned never to look up anything Culture says you should look up.
Truth.
Yes.
That is very true.
It's
Last
so
time I looked something up, that Culture said me to look up Mrs. Flu. Yeah. Right across
It's
the
true,
jaw.
though, because here's the problem is like I'm subjected to it, so I'm like, hey, somebody else should have to suffer.
Your true colors come out.
That's true.
You know-
Matt G. Yeah. And Argentum, okay, I will honor you. Argentum showed up on the member stream. You guys missed it. It was great. She's awesome. So thank you, Argentum.
Did Argentum just say he wanted the Gary clip?
No, Argentum, she does not want
Did
the
you
Gary-
just misgender Argentum?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mizu, yes. Iger's an idiot, has no sense of humor, hence why I heard Simpsons gutted all the Disney. Oh, no, they took. Oh. Yeah, he's very thin-skinned about criticism. I, on the other hand, is constantly criticized by the people I love who happen to be on the show.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm nice.
I mean, Cynthia makes a point. I never look up anything anyone tells me I should look up unless they're a baking channel. Well, Culture has suggested baking channels to us.
What are they baking?
It's there. Yes, it has been disgustingly bad.
We actually have a baking story later in the show, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know, if they did a sequel to Weird Science in the same way that we got Top Gun Maverick and now Twisters, I think it probably would do well. But
I think it would too.
Who
I think they. Oh yeah, you know what? I think they need to cast Sydney Sweeney in a remake of Hackers.
Bill Paxton was great in that film. Was that Bill Paxton's first film, Jason?
Which?
What?
Weird Science.
Weird Science. No, he was. Was he
No,
in Weird Science?
he'd been in a bunch of stuff before that.
Was he in Real Genius?
No.
Now, Paxton was in Weird Science. I don't remember.
He was.
Yeah, he was Chet the brother.
Yeah.
Ended up as the ball of crap.
I can't do this laugh.
I remember that. I remember Downey Jr. being in it, but I don't remember Paxton.
Or maybe his first, was it Terminator? Somebody was in Terminator.
No, Bill Paxton was in Terminator also.
He was in Terminator. Yeah. He was the one with spiky hair.
He was in a lot of stuff.
Was he in one of the Aliens?
He was in that. Yes.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, came over, man.
I do know Kevin Bacon's first movie was Animal House. I do know that.
Science 2 with
he was in Stripes.
Sydney Sweeney and Kat Dennings.
Yeah, he was.
I can already see the posters now. Weird Science 2, and it's just Sydney Sweeney's bust.
He was in Stripes.
I made Jason laugh. He was in Stripes. Stripes is literally one of the best films that was ever made.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he was in the film Reckless. He was in the Lords of Discipline. He was in Deadly Lessons. He was in Streets of Fire. He was in Impulse. I mean, he'd done the Terminator before he even got to Weird Science. I mean, he had like 10 or 12 films under his belts before he got there.
There's Glenn Powell in the chat.
Glenn Powell posted a photograph of him and Paxton from a film. I had not realized they'd worked together at some point. What movie were they in together?
Wait, Lisa, this is the Sunday night show. I dress up. I do a monologue. I'm
Paxton was in Stripes?
Yes.
I don't remember that. Okay.
Punk Waddles here. Okay, look, we have more super chats I got to get to, guys, so we can move on to the other.
I want to see a sequel to My Science Project. Look it up.
All right.
No, I've seen My Science Project. That's a great movie.
That GTO?
Oh yeah.
Oh God. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Dude, I love that he has the button and it like flips off the middle finger.
Yeah, the
from
guy
the
with the middle fingers. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because when you're cool, the sun shines on you
24 hours a day.
You know what? When you two do a member stream, a joint member stream, you're going to do that, right?
Dude, we got to watch that. We got to watch that.
And not
that'll
only
be our next movie after Demolition Man.
Yeah,
after Demolition Man first, and then we're doing.
I figured out how we can.
Project.
I figured out how we can do our joint stream. Comment.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Cool.
So, okay. Eric K for 2. Culture Casino Cash says, I trust the boss. Classy. But Culture? Nope.
Oh, I sent, the boss has 2 shirts from Beach Punk heading her way. So.
Yeah. Thank you, Eric K. Eric K is like one of my pals. You owe me a phone.
You have had his meat in your mouth.
Oh, I have had his meat.
With sauce.
And it's delicious. Dude, his homemade sauce is amazing. I'm just saying.
You guys, if you were not in Vegas at the meetup, you missed Eric K stickers.
Yeah, you missed his stickers. You missed his meat. You want his meat.
You do.
Definitely want his meat.
We're going to make Sunday night more classy.
We are. I'm not the one with the fart button. Anyway, SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor for 2 Culture Casino Cash says, Mexican Iron Man is in Saved by Gracie Bond TV show. Well, there you go.
Oh, I could do that.
Does Mexican Iron Man know what she's packing? I'm just curious.
Giant ass or penis?
Oh, wait. Dearest says, I want a muscle car that can travel interdimensionally. That sounds good.
It needs an oscillation overthruster if you're going to do that.
Oh, there it is.
All right. And our good friend is dropping stuff all over the place. Jaffo, the member, he's been a member almost 4 years, 43 months.
Wow. He did something that I may not be able to show on Twitter.
Oh, so. Did you see? He actually showed the next thing, the backs for the playing cards for the next gift set. He sent that out in front of everybody.
He's a good artist.
Yeah, and he said this, and I got to pay him. I keep trying to figure, okay, I will get on the chatty thing, and I will get you the money thing. So anyway, culture recommending recipes would be awful, like elk and arugula pizza or mutton and egg stew. These are my friends. These are my
Elk and arugula pizza. Yeah, I could see you doing that.
Arugula is good. Elk is also good.
What's pineapple pizza?
That's arugula in the garden.
Arugula. Yeah, if you want a good spring mix, you need arugula. There's Pam Hill. She's laughing at you.
We got mustard greens coming up.
Oh,
hey,
mustard
Pam.
greens.
Mizzou in the chat. We haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
But hey, Mizzou, good to see you. Want to know if Ironheart has been officially canceled, if anybody knows. I figured Jason and
I haven't
Oh,
heard anything about it.
there is that thing is dead. It's done. It's been in the can for a while. It is
Multiple years at this point.
It's ghostly silent. That nobody's heard nothing. Nobody. It might get before it becomes Willow. It might get the Willow treatment. I can't imagine it gets out there in the world.
Mizzou Enemy Mine is my dad's favorite film.
It's such a good film.
We just bought that DVD.
Did you?
Yep.
Wait. So does that mean that Mrs. Boss for you is gonna watch it?
Yeah, she hasn't seen it.
That is Lou Gossett Jr. Lou Gossett Jr. did so well in that
He
film.
was fucking amazing in that.
Everything he's in, he's genius. He's great. I mean, it's like Look, people try to bring race into Hollywood. They don't do a very good job of it because almost all of the great films of the 80s had iconic black actors in them. So shut up.
Mrs. Flew and I went through on YouTube and did a 70s and 80s television show theme thing where they do like Love Boat and Falcon Crest and all that stuff.
The Love
Jeffersons,
Yeah.
What's Happening,
Yeah.
Sanford and Son, one of my favorite.
The Cosby Show.
Cosby, you don't realize just how diverse 70s, 80s, and 90s TV was.
It was.
Go back and go to YouTube, look up 70s TV show themes, and run through them all. Number one, most all of them are written by Mike Post, but they're just phenomenal. Oh, yeah. The Magnum PI theme and Miami Vice. I mean, there were just so many things. Walker, Texas Rangers.
White Shadow
starred two people, right?
White Shadow had a great theme.
Oh, White Shadow. Welcome back, Carter. But White Shadow was awesome.
Yeah.
And but even Walker, Texas Ranger.
Oh,
the second star. So it said it was Chuck Norris, but then the starring was what's his name? I can't remember his name. I have to look it up now. But was black. It was hilariously funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He was in one of the Die Hard films as the computer hacker.
The first one.
That would be the first one, Die Hard. Yes, he was in Die Hard, the first one.
Yeah. Speaking of dying hard, we got SFXF 314 Sabretooth Raptor for another 2 Culture Cash. Says Mexican Iron Man and Alf Show. Yes. Sign me up for that.
Okay, Mrs. Boss is correcting me. She has seen Enemy Mine. James has not seen it myself.
Okay.
So we have
well, Gossett Jr. was great in that film, but you cannot forget who acted across from him. Also did a phenomenal job. That was a 2-actor, had to carry the whole film.
Mizzou, I'm not saying it's dead. I'm saying it's silent. We've heard nada. Disney released the worst stinker ever in Echo and followed it up with something called Star Wars: The Acolyte. So there's that.
By the way,
Clarence Gilliard, thank you, Shellback, and yeah.
I looked up. Glenn Powell and Bill Paxton worked in a movie together called Red Wing.
Called what?
Red Wing.
Red Wing.
Wow.
Yeah, looks like
Amelia Clark Skullarm. You are allowed to have that opinion.
Holy cow! The Queen of Florida.
Lorena.
The Queen of Florida is here, ladies and gentlemen. You should check out
Lorena.
You should check out Lorena Creoles. You should check out her channel. She's amazing. I love her to pieces. I have the privilege of doing 1 to 2 shows with her a week. Spice Lounge, and of course, Welcome to Florida, which comes on right before this show. She's just lovely and brilliant.
Trying to fill your Sundays. Oh, hey, John Cusack? I don't know. Cuckask? I don't know. Goodbye. Don't wine taste for them.
No, I will not, John. I promise you. I need What I need right now is a good Pinot Noir. That would really.
Oh, I
help
thought you were going to
sell
say
the-
what I need right now is a good penis. I really did. Oh, dang, that's going to get clipped. Okay.
You heard it here, folks. Toxic man flu.
Amelia Clark.
He needs it. He needs it bad.
Ironheart and Echo leading the Avengers into a new era.
New era. Not watching anything.
I got to be honest.
Okay, no, lie to us, please. No,
Haley
please.
Steinfeld does a pretty good job as Kate Bishop. I'm perfectly fine seeing her in the next Avengers stuff. She does a good job with what
She was actually perfectly charming.
Yeah, she does really well in that role. But I'm not interested in a Young Avengers movie.
Right.
Well, nobody's interested in a Young Avengers show either.
No.
I think this is the problem is they're so driven to pursue messaging that they are blind to the marketplace, which doesn't want it.
Do you think they're going to stick to that?
No.
With giving, because they got the brothers, who's his Avengers,
the Russo brothers.
Russo brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That to me says course correction.
Well, that to me says we need things to be good because we just spent $1.2 billion on 3 things that are going to flop harder than, I don't know.
And $180 million on the Acolyte.
Oh, that's so dumb. One thing that's not dumb is Dearest, who sends 5 Culture Casino buckaroonies. Casholas, Culture Cash. Kadeem Hardison was the hacker in Die Hard. Oh, wait, you're right. He was also a lead in Different World. You are correct.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a spinoff of The Cosby Show, set in a black college. Yeah, with the chick, I can't say her name, something Bonet. Lisa Bonet.
Lisa Bonet.
Yeah.
Lisa Bonet.
Yeah.
Lisa
Wasn't
Bonet.
she married to Aquaman and
Yeah.
Lenny Kravitz?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
she traded up twice, so good for her.
She was
But
on
anyway,
the Cosby Show.
Thank you, Dearest.
She was.
Thanks for correcting my racist friends.
No. I just looked it up on IMDb. Clarence Gilliard Jr. does play Theo in Die Hard. We were right the first time.
Yes, but not that. Wait, what? Okay, so my racist friends were right. I don't know. Anyway.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, if Putin's cat says I'm right, I'm right. I'm just going with that.
Oh, John, I will come to Oregon in a minute, my friend. I
You will
love
what?
wineries.
In Oregon?
Wine.
Okay.
Lots and lots of wine. Dude, it's like Napa, only better. And less San
Yes.
Francisco-y. Oh, by the way, so I still have family that run a beautiful in-country store and stuff like that in Northern California. So, yeah, it is what it is. Amazing stuff. Jillian Ann says, briefly breaking my lurk to say hello to the lovely Lorena Creel. And breaking news, Toxic Man Flu needs sausage badly. He does.
I do, but she's on a plane, so I'm safe.
Well, you'll get it later. Oh! Anyway.
There it is.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so...
I have those too.
My good friend Shellbuck sent a member chat.
Oh, he did?
Member.
Okay. I see.
He says,
those don't show up.
He says, short as comics, you can see DP and W at kids' prices.
Oh.
There you go.
I have no idea what he's saying.
That's Deadpool and Wolverine. You don't have to pay full price. If you
That's
shave,
right.
you have to shave off your little scruff.
Is it rated R?
Yeah.
Yes.
So he will have to show ID.
Well, no, you can go with a parent.
Oh, you can go with a parent. All right,
Yeah.
parent or guardian.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, got
it. Oregon's like Napa with more meth. Oh no. All right, we got to jump onto this next part of the 3-part story we're working on now, which is, well, they're going to lean into R ratings now, despite what Kevin Feige would like. He's going to try to crack the new Blade movie after 6 scripts and 7 writers saying the R rating likely. No kidding, dude. So Marshall Ali has been attached to this since, I don't know when, 2019. They have sent everybody that they've ever hired for this. Thank you. They've sent everybody.
There's the enthusiasm for this show.
I can tell. They've sent everybody that's been involved with this away, and they might have actually sent Mahershala Ali away because he just like buried all the time that he was supposed to be doing this with other projects. But so it's a long gestation process, according to the Hollywood Reporter. Kevin Feige is offering a bit of insight into the company's approach for the reboot. He told Blacktree TV to promote July 26th release of Deadpool and Wolverine. And during that interview on Saturday, he choked because he's going to cough. I'll be right back.
Oh, no. Culture's okay, folks. Don't worry. Culture will be fine.
I'm back.
All right, there he is.
All right, there we go. So anyway, yeah. So he says, Blade, which was announced at the San Diego Comic-Con in 2019. Well, you suck, browser. 2019 with Mahershala Ali attached to it as a title half-vampire character. So the Marvel honcho was asked if Disney releasing Deadpool and Wolverine with an R rating changes how the team can approach Blade. He says, I think that's right. I mean, for the last 2 years, we've been trying to crack that movie, and most important thing for us.
Oh my
is
God, what
rushing.
is there to fucking crack? This is so dumb.
Just make the movie
seriously.
again. Just make the movie
Daywalker
again.
kills vampires.
Yeah. You have a black dude with a katana killing vampires. That's all you need to figure out. That's the code right there.
Okay, you guys are correct because he says because there are some great Blade movies years ago. They were all R-rated. So I think that's like Deadpool, inherent with the character of Blade. You know, I need to start getting a Kevin Feige voice together so I can, say
Wasn't
words
Blade
like
3 PG-13?
No, it was hard R.
Was it? I wanted to say,
I want to say all of them were hard R.
I think they were all hard R.
Lorena Carimo. I'm so talking good. So tonight, do fine. First mistake was trying to make Blade a PG-13 movie. So stupid. 100% learned.
Yep. 100%.
That is, they tried to Disneyify this stuff, and with all of this stuff Disney has done, they tried to Disneyify this stuff. They went in, they bought this property saying they want to expand, but we're still going to do it the way we've always done it, and we're going to add the message,
which is dumb.
How much money they will never make their money back on Star Wars. And never. All they're doing is throwing it down in a hole, especially after that whatever that hotel thing was.
Oh, the Star Cruiser.
Oh,
don't give me that.
That was a massive failure.
If you follow Lorena on Twitter, she frequently shows stuff. She goes to the parks, and it's like the prices are going up, stuff broken down. She's showing, and Disney's screwing up, and they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna go away.
No,
all right, but they're losing the magic. The younger kids, just like the babies and stuff, that people go in there and all that. There's fewer and fewer of them.
Yeah,
that are making that trek.
Yeah.
So
and they're losing audience because they're not selling the parents and the grandparents on taking their kids anymore. Mm-hmm. And if the kids don't have a connection to Disney, you don't have longevity. And as far as Blade goes, Tina's right. Ali's 50. So by the time they make it, it could be 60. And you might as well have just filmed it with Wesley Snipes. Because as Keely Chow says in a member chat, Wesley Snipes is
19
Blade.
months.
Yes.
Yep.
Well,
that's the thing. Yeah. It's like trying to do anybody an Iron Man.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Well, I think Mahershala Ali was perfect casting for that role.
Yes.
I mean, he's a great actor.
Yeah.
And it's a shame they fucking wasted the last 4 years at this point.
It's been longer than that because it's been in development for 7.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just they attached an actor to it in 2019, and he's been sitting there twiddling his thumbs. It's just At this point, I'm sure he's probably like, "Fucking, I'm moving on."
His lawyers or representatives, agents, somebody even did an interview at one point. And they're like, "We don't know what's going on."
Right.
So, yeah, and they were getting frustrated.
And
too.
he said,
"Well, the fact that their initial idea was to have Blade and 5 other women as the main roles of the movie is dumb." Okay,
the daughter I think was going to be one.
It was the daughter and like 4 other women. So he was going to be like literally 6th in line at this point. It's like, dude, it's a Blade movie. It's like
he's
there's no code to crack here, guys.
No, well, he said very explicitly that he did not want to play second fiddle in the film. He told them that.
Yeah.
No, it's a lead for a strong black male. It's like
who's badass and can use weapons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's like the Equalizer.
Ali is badass and can use weapons.
Yes. Of everybody out there, he probably would have been able to take the mantle from Wesley Snipes and do something else.
I mean, he was great as Cottonmouth.
100%.
Yeah. See, and that's the only thing that hung me up when they announced him as Blade. I was like, well, he's already in the Marvel universe.
Yes.
But, that's the Netflix shows, so I guess it kind of sort of only counts when they need it to.
Pretty much.
I mean, if they're a good actor and they fit the role, I don't care if he plays Wolverine and Blade. I really don't.
Yeah, well.
Make a good film.
I want Ryan Gosling as the next Black Panther.
Okay. Okay. We got Dearest here. Says 30 years, I believed. Wait, 30 years I believed Dwayne Wade was the hacker in Die Hard. This is worse than finding out my middle name was from a totally different grandfather. Dearest dude, awesome. Our audience has an amazing sense of humor. I love you guys all so much. Oh,
it was Dwayne
gosh.
Wade. He played basketball. It was
Yeah,
great.
he played a lot of basketball.
For the Heat.
Hey, Andrew Wardner, good to see you, my friend. Says vampire movies probably need blood, hence R. Duh.
Yeah.
Duh.
There was a lot of swearing, too. However, okay.
It
In
wasn't-
Blazing
it wasn't-
64...
It wasn't gratuitous.
No. Remember this. I know I started this. All right, maybe I didn't. Somebody said, oh, dang it. All right, go ahead. You read that
No,
one.
What did
I'll
they
find
say?
it.
All right.
I started and it left.
Well, what? I didn't touch anything. So what Cynthia Carter said is this. My husband routinely watches the Blade trilogy. Good for him, man of my own heart. I just don't know how they top that. Yeah, the third was not the best, but anymore the script writers give us stuff like Acolyte. Yeah, it's true. It's so true. Oh, you guys are on fire tonight. I'm loving it. We got another member chat. Man, this is great. Oh, and we got a member chat from somebody who was actually hanging out with us on the member stream. I got to figure out something fun to do for the Rumble members. But let's see.
Oh, there it is. I found it.
Okay. I need to find Cyrano.
Thomas Bowman says, Bluey for Blade, fun for the whole family. I think this is something I can get behind right there. That's good.
All right. Well, Cyrano's been around for 4 months, and he was just on
Cyrano.
a member. He was just on a member stream with me, and brilliant. Says Blade versus Mary Poppins. It'll be a hard PG-13.
That would be good because you got this magical witch, which is what she is, versus a magical vampire.
All right. One of my best friends in the world, apparently,
Thanks, Culture. I believe that about you too.
One of my best friends in the world just renewed his membership. Makini Draws.
Thank you.
He's got such a great channel. He's a great friend. He's just if you get a chance, if you like to watch amazing art drawn, this dude does it. Peter Venkman fan site. Black women love them some Wesley Snipes. Okay, well, I love me some Wesley Snipes too, so we have something in common. No, I love all people, but some people.
If it's a good film, if it's a kick-ass character, like The Equalizer was a show that I watched on TV, and then they announced Denzel Washington in the Equalizer movies, and I was fine with that. It was like Sidney Poitier taking any role, right? Or Morgan Freeman taking any role.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Now the entire stream has changed.
Oh, no. There's a dog. Look at that. It's a puppy. And Lorena has to go.
This is Jack, the guest office dog. I'm going to have to take him home to the neighbor. So.
Oh.
He comes to play. He comes.
He's great.
It's adorable.
Hi, Jack. Everybody say hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack. All right. Sorry.
All right.
Immediately when dogs show up, or cats.
Well, Jason, you got to go, right? You got to take the dog.
I do. I got to take the dog home. So And then I got to pop over to Sci-Fi Snobs.
Blazing. All right. Well, Jason, you know what? I had you highlighted a moment ago. Why don't you do your thing?
Sci-Fi for Me TV. We're on all the different video platforms. Sci-Fi4Me.com. I have published a short story that I wrote in 2007. So go read it and like it. And
I have downloaded. I have liked it. And I am reading it.
That's all.
Thank you, Jason, for joining us. I hope you're here more frequently. You've been absent.
Yes,
It's been noticed.
yes. I'll probably do some streams this week.
I will tell Mrs. Boss you are required to be here on Sundays.
I think
I will let
you and Culture did very well in this format. I did. I thought it was good. I was engaged.
Well, okay. I don't know if I want to know what that means. But
I'm married. Sorry, so I'm not engaged.
Okay.
Oh my, Monkey Jeebus.
Thank you for sharing links there, Eric.
Yeah. And you are wonderful. Thanks, Jason.
Thanks, Eric.
We don't kick people out here. We just let you go away.
Okay. All right. I will see you guys later.
I've got something we can play here. All right, we'll play him out with this.
Okay.
Here we go.
Good night, everybody. No.
Oh, thank God I have admin control, so I can just end that real fucking fast.
Oh, I forgot. There's two people in this panel that can turn that off.
I hate that not happen. Good night, Jason. Have a good
night, Jason. Thanks for being on, buddy.
We got another super duper chat 5 Culture Casino cash from SFXF 314 Sabretooth Raptor for 5 Culture Casino cash saying need a meme of Mexican Iron Man as Han, Gracie Bond as Leia, Alf as you guessed it, Darth Vader Alf.
Oh, I could see that. Didn't they do a Darth Vader Alf?
It should be Alf Vader.
Oh, Eric.
Alf Vader.
Oh, Eric just is mean.
Hey!
For our horizon.
Speaking of which,
SFX,
Eric?
you've been super chatting a lot, lady. Thank you very much.
They've
been hilariously funny.
of
And if you
your
didn't
support.
see the post on Twitter that Andy Masterson had of Mexican Iron Man and Alf making up, it was great. It just peace in our time. Peace
I
in
love
our
it.
time.
Yeah, well, maybe not so much the guy that did that because it screwed up the world for a bit. But anyway, Eric K for 2 Culture Casino cash. My brother says, I only heard Talk say, I am gay.
Thanks, Eric. I do have one of those clips, too. I haven't uploaded it here.
No.
Just have yours.
Thank goodness. Let's not do that. Sci-Fi was on that screen for too long, producer guy. Anyway.
Oh, well, that was my job. Sorry.
Yeah. Alphakin. Yes. Alphakin Skywalker.
Oh, that's good.
Blazing. All right, we got a couple more stories, which means we have to run a commercial.
Oh, we have to run a commercial.
Yeah, we got to run a commercial. We got to get a commercial break. And I might be not in the chair when you come back, so run the commercial.
I'm going to run a commercial.
Do you ever dream of heading out to the country? Would you like to ride out on the range? We've got the dude ranch that we know you want to come to. Out at Division Ranch, out here on the plains. Let's take you down to Dix Division country. Let's get you out there on the range. You'll learn to yell each and every Monday and throw down well on those days. Nick cooks the meals, hope you like pizza, and Tosh signs the deals, that's why we don't get paid. Corey will read and do his funny voices. Comix will do his best to chase your cares away. Let's take you down to Dix Division country. Let's get you out there on the range. You'll learn to yell each each and every Monday and throw down well on Thursdays. Bronson serves up the drinks. What's tonight's burden? Culture will get to the point eventually. George West and the Patriot Drew can't cite your many sources. The Diggs Division ranches for you, and I'm sure we'll all agree. Let's take you down to the Diggs Division country. Let's get you out here on the range. You'll learn to yell each and every Monday and throw down well on Thursdays. Mondays and Thursdays, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. We really appreciate it. It's always great. I love the little rejoinders there, and we have some new ones coming up here pretty soon. But I've got a word for you, and it's not banana. No, this is last week's thing. And
I'm sorry.
That's my fault, actually, not the producer's fault.
Were you doing discussion point 4?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Because I can do that. Look at this. I'm good at this.
Hey.
Yeah, I can push buttons. I like this one. It's my favorite from Run Racing.
And yeah, this isn't it either. But you know what? We might as well switch to it because we are running long, and I love it. The show's longer and longer, and it's a good
it was
thing.
The sailing one. Sorry.
It's all fine. It's all fine. You're fine. I appreciate you, Tox. I think the last story we'll end on will be the one that I had up a minute ago. But apparently,
the flock of sheep gets totally baked.
Yes.
Okay.
You just spoiled it for...
What? I didn't... I'm just going to keep pressing buttons.
Okay, how about...
It's humorous.
Okay, stop doing that. You're giving... Okay.
What?
Anyway, so apparently, every night, every time we do this... Anyway, we were so close. We only had 2 more things to go... I don't care. Sheep. Flock of sheep. Yeah, they actually got totally baked. They did. Oh, here it is. Thank you.
Oh, this was the baking show you were talking about. I get it. Okay, all right.
Yeah, that was the lead-in joke. You know,
or were they on the lamb?
I quit.
Okay,
anyway,
sorry.
so apparently some sheep started behaving strangely because they ate over 100 kilograms of cannabis in a greenhouse. That's right. This may have happened a bit ago, but it was reported on July 12th. These sheep were really hungry. They were acting very weirdly and were found to have munched down a crop of weed. Wildfires, heat waves, and flooding had destroyed key grazing areas for the flock near, I guess this is in Greece. And I don't know how to say that name of the town, so I won't. So the sheep invaded a greenhouse which produces medical stuff and things. Yeah, pass, sheep. Correct, Randy Thodo in the chat. Yeah, so the...
That's Thessaly, Greece. Thessaly.
Yeah, okay.
I've been there.
Yeah. Yeah, Thessaly, we move along. But the owner told local newspaper, the newspaper? That's what they call their paper? Okay. Last year that his crop had been already badly damaged by extreme weather, and then once inside, the sheep simply finished off what was left. He said, I don't know if it's for laughing or crying. We had the heat wave and we lost a lot of production. We had the floods, we lost almost everything, and now this. The herd entered the greenhouse and ate what was left. I don't know what to say, honestly. 100 kilograms of crop was destroyed. And the sheep left feeling lightheaded. I bet. So here's the problem, right? What did they do for the munchies? Thank you. Man, that was delayed. Wow.
Sorry, I was reading Monkey Jeebus's comment where he said, BS, animals don't get high from eating weed. It hasn't been carbonized. And in that moment, I understood every single thing he's ever posted in memes.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought this was a unique story. I thought people would, you know. Kate Roberts says they felt. I think they did. Yeah.
So Culture, I just realized after seeing you with that shorter beard.
Yeah.
Are you auditioning for ZZ Top?
Yes. How'd you know?
Okay. I don't know, man.
He is a sharp dressed man, and I heard he woke up with wood this morning. But
yeah,
that was because all the texts.
But did he give her a pearl necklace though?
I almost have it perfectly flat now. You know what? I'm changing this. So I almost have it perfectly flat now. But I thought that was interesting that the sheep were a little unsteady.
Were they half baked?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Apparently they can't be though, because animal experts here just destroyed the joke and everything. I'm just kidding.
It wasn't me. Yeah.
Okay, Shaggy.
Shaggy?
Yeah, it was me.
Call me Shaggy. Oh, I get it. All right. I was in the basement. Actually, that should be Mexican Iron Man's theme song.
Yes.
Him jumping out of windows to that.
I know it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
It was me. I have a Mexican Iron Man commercial somewhere.
Yeah, I played it at the beginning.
Yeah, 220 pounds, says Twisted Reality. That's they were definitely not feeling a thing. True story.
No, they were feeling something, just not in this universe.
And thank you. Somebody supports my ZZ Top aspirations. Thank you, the Peter Venkman fan side. I appreciate you very much. I hope you're doing well, dear.
ZZ Top's one of my favorite bands. Pretty good.
My cover band is CC Top. Thank you for that.
Good. I like that. That's worthy. That's worthy.
We're not worthy. Speaking of not worthy, my goodness, tonight's sponsor of the show, SFXF 314 Sabretooth Raptor for 5. Culture Casino Cash says, how about Sherlock, Mexican Iron Man, and Dr. Gracie Bond Mysteries? I
could do that.
Somebody meme this. That would be spectacular. With Tox and Cat and comics, culture, and others, what do you think? I think that's a great idea.
I could be the cat. I could do that. Who would be Dr. Watson to Sherlock?
Well, Gracie Bond is Dr. Watson.
Oh, I get it. Okay, now I get it. Oh, I see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that would be good. I mean, they would be... What would they be solving mysteries for?
I don't know how to more easily escape from married woman's, high-placed apartments.
Yeah, it's how did this closed door mystery happen? And it's just Mexican Iron Man. I don't know. Yeah,
I think that they'd be trying to scrape, Gracie Bond's ass.
Oh, okay. I want to tell you something right now. I saw your first image, Andy Masterson, of Mexican Iron Man and Alf. I was touched. Were
you bad touched?
No. It was good. I felt warm inside because of just the friendship between Alf and Mexican Iron Man.
You felt warm on the inside.
There's something wrong with you guys.
He's the mystery of the lost taco truck.
Just muttering him to himself. Yeah, the mystery of the misplaced taco truck.
I love that, and of course,
taco touched.
Taco touched. I am.
Yeah.
Taco touched.
I bought apartments with Miss Maria.
That's funny.
That's classic. Dude, that's good.
Write that down. Somebody
who left the letter by the windows.
And we're not talking about slope droops now, just so you know.
No, we're not.
No slope droops.
The mystery of the haunted taco truck. That would be Mexican Iron Man as Scooby-Doo.
BMO Beta over on the Green Machine says, stop touching yourself. I agree. Stop touching yourself. I did not touch the no-no square. Yes.
Low Spec Linux. Linux Gaming did the dancing bananas.
I love that so much. The fact that you can make like emojis happen on the Green Machine.
Night, Penny. Thanks for
Good
dropping
night,
by.
Penny. Oh,
Night,
we
Penny.
love you, dear. Please take care. I'll see you tomorrow morning. We've got PJ Lewis. PJ Lewis with the huge one. Show us on the dolly where Mexican Iron Man touched you, Casino. Terry Rose is like, foolish humans.
I think he would like that too much.
He would. Little
Official
fuzzy
Greg's,
dude.
I got Bad Touch. Now the Bloodhound's gonna get you. There you go.
Mm-hmm. The lap dance is so much better
When the stripper's crying.
when a stripper's crying.
All right.
I love the fact they did that on the Casio drum machine. That was hilarious.
Ding, ding, ding.
Bloodhound Gang is fucking amazing.
Oh, that Hooray for Boobies album is an all
Yeah, I don't know if they did an album after that. That was like their peak album.
Oh, it was.
Yeah,
And
it was.
See,
Yeah.
you know, in comics, and I talk about music all the time, and we have some rivet heads that follow us around, like Razorburn and some others. But like,
He's in the chat.
there's so much great stuff. Is Razorburn in the chat? Awesome.
Yeah, I saw him.
Well,
Maybe not now.
the funny thing about it too is like he on that album
Yep,
he recorded himself talking to his mom.
Oh,
And
that
it's
one?
so fucking funny.
Oh,
Yeah. Being like, boxer pussy or cunt.
You're a cunt. Yeah, it's just like, ah.
Okay, can't say that on my show.
No.
Oh,
my,
oops.
my bad.
The boss
bad.
does not like that word. Just so you know. Okay, thank you. Okay. that'll
Sorry,
work.
I was
perfect.
slow.
Yeah, you're slow on the beep. Thank you. Thank you for that. Speaking of amazing things, and thank you for that, SFXF 314 Sabertooth Raptor
Again.
for 5. Culture Casino cash. How about a role reversal? Instead of Mexican Iron Man going out of Windows, it's Gracie Bond going out of Mexican Iron Man's. I would love that. That would work.
Yes.
That'd be
And
neat.
she was an assassin.
It would need to be a bay window or something really wide.
She goes under cover as a wide load truck sign.
I was thinking more like a circus tarp, but yeah, it could work. She's not thin.
Night, Liberty Hills.
Hey, thank you very much. We'll see you in the
being
morning. I'm in trouble. I think.
Yeah,
I'm in
Cooter.
trouble.
Yeah, that's what we should have done.
Yeah.
Cooter.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh wait, that was the Dukes of Hazzard. Speaking of Dukes of Hazzard, Mod Eric K for 2. Grumbly Grants says it is
$2.
That's right. Says it is, and culture. Stop touching yourself. It is God. Oh my gosh, weird science. Weird science.
I'll say you know what that's from. Yeah.
Weird science.
And I can't remember the dude. Was it Rick? Stop touching yourself.
No.
Stop touching yourself.
No, the guy's name. When he says the character's name.
Yes.
Stop touching
Oh
yourself.
no, that was in Real Genius.
Real genius.
Real genius. Thank you.
When they put together there and
They put the
Kent, it was
two
go
things?
Kent,
Kent.
stop touching yourself.
And Kent,
Kent.
stop touching yourself. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Is that you, God?
God. Yeah.
And they
Wait.
put his
that
car
you,
in
God?
his room.
Is that
Ah.
you, Jesus? Yeah. Anyway, so
Oh, Real Genius has to be on the list too.
It
okay,
is. We
I
gotta
gotta write
watch
those
that.
down.
Yeah, write that down. Monkey Jeeves. Why do I feel like I'm Ryan Reynolds in what's the college movie he's in?
Van Wilder.
Van Wilder.
Van Wilder. Yeah, it's another one. You need to write that down.
All right, so we've got you guys are doing
Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes. Okay, sir.
Great.
You know,
so
I actually
Demo-
have not seen Van Wilder, so we definitely have to watch
You
that.
have not seen
have
seen
not.
Van Wilder?
I have not seen Van
and then
Wilder.
My Science Project. And we said what a Van Wilder and Real Genius.
Real Genius. Real Genius is so great. Val Kilmer's brilliant.
Oh, when
Yes.
they fill that guy's house with
Popcorn.
Popcorn.
What
The
a
giant
great bad
Jiffy Pop.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the giant Jiffy Pop. What a great bad guy he played in all those films at this time. Oh. Okay, so Demolition Man we're going to do first, then My Science Project, Real Genius, and Van Wilder.
Can you
That's a hell of a lineup.
Can you drive a 12-inch rail spike with your penis?
No, it's can you drive a 12-inch spike through a board with your penis?
No. Oh.
Every girl's got to have her standards.
That's right. That's so good.
Oh, when he uses the frozen bromide to cut off a piece of that to use it as a quarter to get the soda. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
God, I stayed my first couple of years in college. I was in an area that was like that dormitory that they had, the honors house and all that kind of stuff. That was man, what a great movie that was. Back when you just having fun.
No message, just pure 100% unadulterated entertainment.
Oh, the message was kids in college want to get their boots knocking.
Okay,
that's the message.
And here's a great thing. So, do you guys remember an actor called Justin Long?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He was in a college film called Accepted.
Yes.
That was pretty fun, too.
Justin Long, he kind of fell off the radar.
Which is weird because he did like 7 movies in a row that people loved, and he was well thought of.
Okay. Dodgeball.
Oh, that's if you can dodge a wrench,
you can dodge a ball. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. I'm going to put dodgeball on there. And
all right, we got to get through the last segment. I mean, I
sorry.
I made a note. No, I mean, we can do this forever, right? There's a lot of great movies out there. But there's also a lot of great super chats out there for 5.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody.
That's such a great line. Globo Jim. Anyway, SFX F314, Sabretooth Raptor for 5. Culture Casino cashes Mexican Ironman and Gracie Bond and the Nutty Professor type of. No, that actually would work.
That would work.
Basically, she would be Flubber. He invents her and she bounces all over the place. I think that would work out good. Work out great. Dude, SFX, you are literally like my channel sponsor now. Thank you, my friend.
Apparently.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Don't touch yourself, Ken. Mark's voice.
Don't touch yourself, Ken.
Yeah, Dodgeball. Vertical Horizon says Dodgeball is a cinematic masterpiece. What SFX is putting out tonight is cinematic masterpieces.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's Super Chat masterpiece, but thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Speaking of thank you very much, we have one last commercial break, I think, Tox.
I think so.
Can you get it right this time, please?
I don't know which one I just played.
Oh, boy.
All right, we'll do this one.
Are you tired of the same old buffet food at Wang's? Have you had enough dong to last you a lifetime? Well, take just a few more steps past those single-minded restaurants and dive into Sherry's Slam and Clam. Sherry's Slam and Clam Shellfish Bar is truly all you can eat, unlike the 2 shrimp limit that stingy bastard Wang has. In a hurry, let Sherry stuff your box. To go! Be shellfish and take all you want from Sherry's Slam and Clam. Located next to the 3rd Street Bolorama, Sherry's is open 6 days a week. If you are looking to slam clam, get to Sherry's today.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. That actually worked this time. We get to talk about Bridezillas, and I want to tell you something. This is so weird because I stumbled across apparently ladies now have some demands when they do their weddings, when they do their, what do you call them? They're not bachelor parties. What do they call those? Bridal showers.
Bridal showers, yeah.
And other things like that. And they are outrageous now. And some of these women are so narcissistic. That's the right word. And anyway, but they're so narcissistic and entitled, self-involved, and super C-word that they really do demand too much of their friends. So, Toxic, you get the... No, you didn't.
If I did something, what?
I mistaked.
Oh, no.
Oh, there it is. Okay, very good. Yeah, look. So this is for real. This came out just a few days ago, and I was like, I want to do this. I'm a bridesmaid. And my friend is demanding I take a $20,000 loan to be in her wedding.
That's fucking retarded.
F that.
Okay, but here's why. Okay, we have to read more. Thank you, New York Post.
Okay.
This bridesmaid might find herself alone at the altar. Oh, that's funny.
She jilted by her friends. I get it. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So the Bridezilla with champagne taste can often be inconsiderate of their bridesmaids' beer budgets. But this foul fiancé seems to take the cake, demanding her gal pals take out $20,000 loans to participate in her posh pre-wedding escapades. This is pre-wedding. Before. Wow. Here's the deal.
That's not even the wedding.
No. Here's the deal. My wedding is this is from this chick, right? My wedding is in January 2025 at the fabulous Cipriani in Miami.
And I have some expectations you all must meet. The text message screenshots of the unnamed nearlyweds controversial command shared obviously on TikTok have garnered 4.4 million clicks. The posts, too, amassed mass skepticism from viewers doubting the validity of such outrageous requests, except, here it is. These are non-negotiable, so get ready to step up your game. Including a $700 dress fitting in New York City, $1,200 beauty treatments, $500 spa weekend at the Berkshires, and $1,000 for miscellaneous primping and partying during the week of her I-do's.
Is her vagina platinum or something?
I don't know, but her friends aren't getting any part of that. It's just the dude she's hanging on to. Anyway, she says in conclusion, remember my big day. This is my big day. I expect nothing less than perfection. The over-extravagance has unfortunately plagued many bridal parties in many months, and this is just the example of the letter, the missive she fired off. Of course, people are definitely stressed about it, but it's bonker sauce. Anyway, owing to the post-pandemic wedding boom, which has prompted unencumbered couples to celebrate their love with lavish luxuries, money has apparently become no object to lovebirds who have happily forced friends into debt for their big days. In fact, the current cost of being a bridesmaid or groomsman well exceeds $2,100, according to new research via virtual discount hub Coupon Birds. And for some besties of the bride, that's getting off easy. Grace, would-be bridesmaid from Australia, virally backed out of a chum's August 2023 ceremonies after learning it would cost her a staggering $6,500 to attend the bridal shower, bachelorette weekend, and destination nuptials in Bali. Holy Moses. Y'all ladies is crazy. She says, I kid you not, detailing the cash-heavy chaos on a local radio show. I think I was in the wrong pay bracket to be friends with this person. Clearly,
yeah.
So, content creator Mookie echoed these sentiments to Bullish Buddy. With the outfit and trips, we are nearing $20K, which is basically my student loan payment, she texted, hoping the bride might cut her some slack. I know how special you want this day to be, but is there any way we could reconsider some of the events and clothing? But the big spender Belle wouldn't budge. Sorry to say, but unfortunately, not really. It's once in a lifetime. Don't you have a high-budget Amex? In a pinch, maybe you could use that and figure it out later. Sorry.
Wow. Fuck off. That's awful.
It's actually here. This is the craziness, right? Sorry, just don't really know what else to say, added the future Mrs.
She lost me at Bridal Party PDF. Oh. Oh, man.
Listen to this stuff. Okay. You're included because you're my best friend and I think you really represent me well for my big special day. I'd ask you to please just find a way to make it happen, you know? It's once in a lifetime. Don't you have I cannot believe this chick.
Sorry, I just don't know really else
garbage.
What to say.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason I ran with this story is because I was aghast. Is that the right word? Aghast?
Yeah.
No, gas.
Aghast? It was aghast.
Oh, it's easy, Bird. I want money for my bills. Can I have some money?
This is bonkers sauce.
I say this. Okay, Official Dreg's been posting some hot stuff in chat, but once in a lifetime, like, yeah, exactly. This is not the last time this chick's gonna be getting married. Okay.
No.
It's just the first one. Oh.
I don't get it, Tox. I mean, okay, so you are a father of daughters, I think.
Yes.
So is this something you would let them do? Get away with? Force upon their friends?
No, not this kind of attitude. No.
Because I'm sorry. No, thank you.
I paid for some of it, but the kids were very adamant in paying for their own. The latest one to get married, they wanted full control over everything. They had it in a local place. They gave everybody like a year, made sure that you could get your low flights if you wanted to come in. They had multiple events before. They went to people who, like elderly family members, couldn't make it. They went to go see them.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but they had their wedding on their terms. And if you didn't like it or you were going to cause drama or whatever, you could get the F out. That was the thing. And it was a beautiful, wonderful wedding that they had at a great locale. We had tons of people there. And, but they're the kind of kids that have made those right decisions the whole time. They're the ones that come and, hey, ask for advice, right? So they'll say, I was doing this and all this stuff. Did you ever run into this? I'm like, yeah, this is what I did, and do that kind of stuff. Because for me, once the kids get out of the house and start their own family, I'm not going to go in and tell them how to raise their own family.
No.
Right? They got their own stuff they have to deal with.
Yeah.
But me and Mrs. Flew paid $500 to have a rabbi ride his motor scooter across the Brooklyn Bridge to meet us in Brooklyn Bridge Park to get married there, out in the open near the carousel.
Right.
And we had probably 150 people we didn't know invited to our wedding, and had a singing rabbi. It was phenomenal. We're not Jewish. And all that, but I mean, we went to go eat. Our first meal was street meat in New York. That was great. But we love to go to Ellen Stardust, which started out as a restaurant in New York, catering to people that would go to the Justice of the Peace in downtown, and get from there. So,
and that makes a lot of sense. And again, I mean, it look, for whatever it's worth, the wedding is an event, but the party is the reception. The things that come before are superficial at best. So having somebody write $20K,
that was just to that point.
No, I hear you, but Barton Bellis,
that was nothing to do with the wedding.
Yeah, Barton Bellis is something genius here. Am I a sucker? I paid for my bridesmaid's dresses.
No,
that's nuts.
No, you're not.
You know, and look, I mean,
my grandmother was a seamstress, and she made dresses for the bridesmaids and stuff.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Well, they had black dresses and other stuff. They had dresses they could wear for life, right? Because it was handmade and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And this is for the first wedding that I've had 3.
Oh.
So the first one, my aunt made the cake, and my cousin did the flowers, and did the flowers on the cake. So all of that was just taken care of. His family doing stuff. I paid for whatever kind of costs they might have, so they weren't out of that. But it was their labor that they put into this, 6-layer cake and all that stuff. I
kept my thoughts around everybody that was going to be involved in the event. There was no super frills. It was a church wedding at my church, our church at the time, and it was it was done in a way that basically the father of the bride assumed responsibility for the reception. Everything else was what it needed to be. The ostentatiousness of it all, it didn't need to be there, and you have to consider your guests and the amount of money you're going to have to pay on the back end, since a lot of young people.
Well, the Comix just told me that I have to bring my own pants to San Antonio.
Oh, well, that's crazy.
I mean, what a pretentious asshole he is.
Oh, clearly, because I demand that you bring your own fucking pants. Jesus, I didn't realize that was too much to ask for you. God.
Yeah. You know what? I want you to go out, raise the cotton, spin it, make me a nice pair of pants. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. You got a ranch? Do you have a pants ranch where you can just go out and wrangle pants?
No.
They're Wranglers. They're called Wranglers, right?
Yeah, that's not what that means. Anyway,
that was a long way to go for a very crappy joke. Thank you. I'll be here all night.
First of all, if you've noticed that I actually direct at least 1 or 2 stories towards our ladies in the audience. We have for a YouTube channel, we have a big female.
I am not natively
audience.
Jewish, no.
We have a big female audience, and I always try to
what
make sure.
What did you just call our female audience?
I'm not going there.
I want to make sure we have good content for you, so I thought this story would intrigue the wonderful ladies that follow us here on the channel. Speaking of wonderful ladies that follow us here on the channel, Eric K for 2 Culture
Nice.
Casino
That was
dollars.
good. You get one of these.
Thank you. I heard Tox loves street meat. Well, he stopped in at one of these taco carts in Vegas when we were walking along, and he didn't feel good the rest of the day.
No, I did not. I also had some.
It's only because he visited the local glory hole that day. So
That's true. That's true.
Okay, this is not the kind of show.
Stinky weed and what?
all right,
No,
fine.
Okay, thank you. All right. Anyway.
You're lying.
Okay. Shh. Anyway, so SFX F314 Sabretooth Raptor for 5. Culture Casino Cash, who seems to be sponsoring tonight's show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're gonna get the Gary clip. I know you want it.
Does he want the Gary clip? Because I think that threshold's like $100. Like if somebody supers 100, we get the Gary clip. Is that what it is?
If you play that clip, I'm leaving.
Oh, okay.
That would be at the end of the show anyway.
Terry Rose is right. Yep.
Yeah. So.
So what do we got here?
I'm trying to read this. So how about 4 weddings and an Alf movie? Oh, I love that.
I like that.
Mexican Iron Man is one of the grooms. His bride, Gracie Bond. The priest is, you guessed it, Alf. I love that. You know what? I feel like if I had memes for this, I could bomb Mexican Iron Man with.
I think
memes.
Mexican Iron Man would be the groom in all 4 weddings.
Oh, that would be even better.
Yes.
That would be better. Wait. They trying for a gypsy wedding. I don't have any idea. I don't. Look,
Those things last for like 6 months.
I don't know. You would think that street food in Vegas would naturally be held at a safe temperature. You would think. Inebriated Plutarch. Indeed. Oh, Donkey, Honky, the Mayo Monkey. Wrong culture. Comics. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
TZ Burton says no Gary clip. All right.
What?
Hey. What? No.
The female gaze. You're going after the female gaze.
Okay.
Nah, I can make that joke. Never mind.
And yes, if I could be Muppetized. But Mrs. Flu is Muppetized. You can see her every Wednesday, 8 o'clock.
That's true. That's true.
Floral's channel.
All right, folks. I have had an extraordinary evening. We have exceeded our allotted time, which is fine. We usually go long. We started a little bit earlier this evening. And I want to say thank you again to the amazing queen of Florida, Lorena Creole.
She just needs a man that will hear her.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. I was just reading the chat, having a good time.
I'm fine with that. I think the chat's great. They've been doing really.
Oh, the chat's been on fire tonight.
Yeah.
We've had a good time.
Tina does not want the Gary clip.
Yes, there's been a lot of that.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Yeah. TZ Burton's already AOing. So.
Okay. Which outro do I play?
They're predicting the future. I think we have one last commercial that we run to promote the website that actually makes it so we can, not, die of starvation.
Oh, which one is that?
Please don't make me do your job.
This one? We're live on this one. You and I.
Oh, really? The Comix isn't though, right?
No, he's not. So we can talk about it.
So we can say bad things about Comix?
Comix has a Joe Biden Bike Fest shirt, which now going to be a rare thing. Those over on ComixDivision.com.
Oh, that's right. We're going
You can go to beachpunk.com now, and it will go to beachpunk.com.
Wait, that works?
It works.
Awesome. Oh, I'm get excited. I'm very excited. Beachpunk.us and beachpunk.com are both live. Yeah, and pretty soon you'll be able to go to my website at some point and get things that you won't find at either place because I don't feel very special anymore.
We're going to set up one that is going to hook into your YouTube.
They're going to hook into me?
Yeah, we're going to hook into the Culture Casino YouTube. That'll be first, and then we'll do
have
one
a shelf.
on. You'll have a shelf there. Then we'll do one on Comix Division and current year.
Yes. And the correct answer to everything is make America beach again.
That's right. I have a poster right here that says that. Oh, Sabretooth Raptor. Good night.
Yes. By the way, FX Sabretooth Raptor, you are amazing. I can't wait to see you tomorrow morning. We have the 6-minute daily tomorrow. There are 2 videos releasing, one early in the morning, one around midday-ish. So check those out. And that Gameplace is running 1 billion videos a day now. I don't know.
Only 1 billion?
Yeah, I'm editing them. So, yeah.
Only 1 billion.
Yeah. TZ Bird says, girls in bikinis work for beach punk merch. Well, we actually have swimsuits for dudes and chicks. We got shoes, bags, handbags, all kinds of stuff. Right, Tox?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
We got towels. We got shorts. We got swim trunks. Swimwear lines coming out.
Yeah. Oh, and one thing you won't find on our channel is this.
It doesn't matter how broke you are. If you have time to watch Twitch, you have $10, truly. If you don't have $10, you probably don't have time to watch Twitch because you should be working. You should be trying to earn money. It's not a ton. It's not like a ton of money. So being like, I'm broke, I can't afford to sub, that doesn't really track. What you mean to say is, I'm so irresponsible with my money, I can't support the entertainment that I enjoy. That's what.
That's awesome.
That is entitlement right there.
Yeah. Well,
so Monkey Jeebus dropped this one. Toxic Man Flu sausage made with Toxic Man Flu and pork.
Well, yeah, those are green.
Yeah.
Green's not usually.
I have that.
That's not a good color for meat usually.
No,
typically it's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's green, it's either going to fall off or it's going to kill you if you eat it.
I don't know.
Okay.
That could be like chicken and,
all right.
and pesto.
I just want to say I had a wonderful night tonight. The folks out there, I love you so very much. Your support's incredible. If you love me and you love the stream, share the stream about. If you don't love the stream, didn't love me, still share the stream about because you can torture others with it. Either way, it's a win.
We didn't get to any of our guests. We had Paul Chato, we had Gary from Nerdrotic, we had Jeremy from Geeks and Good. We'll push them all off to next week.
Yeah, we'll be
sorry about that. They were all behind the scenes. We just didn't have enough time to get them on here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I think they understand, and
they do. I mean, Gary did not do his stream about Game of Thrones just to be here with us. So.
No, yeah, which is amazing, right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I want to say thanks.
Speaking of, before you go, I want to say F&T.
Yeah.
After that, you're doing your post-flight shows. For that, correct? Okay.
Yeah, right after, or reasonably well after the FNT finishes, we are doing post-flight. We are having some very special guests. I'm actually getting a movie producer and distributor on the channel to interview. I've got a lot of stuff. Yeah, I've got some stuff going on. And someday I will score Comix Division himself right after he finishes with FNT because he just loves me so much.
Well, FNT does a Green Machine hour now.
Yeah. He does. Yeah.
Post.
Oh, you know who else does a Green Machine hour?
You?
No, we're coming up with that for one of the days that we did Monday.
Oh yeah. You and I talked about that. Yeah. I haven't talked to Comix about that yet.
Oh, okay. Surprise, Comix.
The answer is no. Legit no.
Oh.
Exactly. I know where you're going with this. The answer is no.
Oh. Okay. Well, on that note, we're gonna leave now. Comix, anything you want to promote before we go?
Nope.
Okay. Cool. I had a lot of fun.
He's got a show Monday. That's tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
9 p.m.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure most of the people that show up know.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah, nothing like
fair enough. Tox, do you know how to hit the outro button?
Is it outro?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there an outro?
Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know.
Okay, I can see it now.
Oh, glad somebody can.
Now I can't.
What just happened?
I have no idea.
I think it died.
Okay, do it again.
Now it's playing.
There we go.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back.
That's where you highlight the clip.
I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad.
I did all one of them.
And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back.
Thank you, everybody. Have an incredible week. We love you long time. And check out the Monday Night Meltdown over on Comix Division channel. Have a great week. See ya.